Oh no! There we go. Hey everyone, welcome back to Die Party Fulcrum. Jeez, I almost said Cyberpunk. It's a Mutants and Masterminds system. Fuck me, it's been so long since we played this game. I've already forgotten how to do my introduction for it. So, you know what? We're just gonna go around and do the introductions because it's Fulcrum, it's Mutants and Masterminds, it's superheroes. You know that already. We're in week 9. Jesus Christ. Up first, let's pour one out for Fuzzy Freaks, who no longer will be playing this game with us. So
for the dead homies.
Yeah, pour one out for the dead homies. That's it. Speaking about pouring one out for the dead homies, let's pour one out for Mr. Peachy Pixel 8, who is dead on the inside. How you doing, sir?
I was going to say I'm not dead, but yeah, on the inside, I'm a little bit dead.
Little bit.
It's fine.
Little bit.
I now have a custom URL for my YouTube. Go follow me. Peachy Pixel 8
Oh,
Tube.
You find what?
Peachy Pixel Peachy 8 Tube.
They wouldn't give me that 8. They wouldn't give me that.
Why didn't you
fucking
just
8.
put like Peachy
Shit.
Pixel 8 real? What's wrong with you?
What do I fucking... What dickhead puts real after it? Oh, hey, Arthur.
Well, because
I went through all the different ones and Tube just looked the best.
No,
Picked
Tube is
shitty
dumb.
ones.
You're dumb for picking it. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Sorry.
you're so dumb.
Sorry, Hensicle.
Damn. I picked
Fuck.
mine. I picked mine.
What kind of faggot?
Wow.
Sounds like icicle.
I picked
I
mine
am
because
very
I had
uncomfortable right
no
now.
idea what that meant. So I was like, yeah, whatever, Hensicle, that sounds good. And then I was like, boop, now I'm stuck with it. Doesn't matter though. Let's go over to the next person who's obviously not seeking attention, Mr. Nightmare himself. How you doing, sir?
Oh no, I don't do that. Attention, I don't need none of that stuff.
No, all this is that he knows his character, right? Like,
Mhm.
Yeah, this helps me get into character, so I can actually role play. Hello everyone, I'm twitch.tv/nightmare. I don't have a YouTube. I'm not as cool as everyone else, apparently.
You should get
'cause I
one.
don't do the work.
You should put all.
What have I
8
ever done to make you think anything about my life was cool?
vape,
Yeah.
Yeah, that does it right there.
Vape.
Yeah.
Yep.
Vape Nation.
What is it?
I don't know what it is.
Like this.
Gotta.
There
Yeah.
better not be a fucking hand sign for that. I'm done. I quit.
Yeah.
I quit. I'm done.
Wait, you quit vape?
Yeah, just like that. There's a hand signal
Wow, that
now.
was quick. Wow.
We did it, Reddit.
Fedora
We did
wearing
it.
cock.
I mean, it's not a fedora; it's a helmet. But
Speaking about
Not
cocks and
you.
fedoras, let's go on over to our last player that we need to introduce for tonight. Miss Kelsa, how you doing?
I have neither cocks nor fedoras. I
Oh,
do
come
pretty
on.
good.
You own a fedora. I bet you do.
I do not actually. I have a lot of other hats. Many of them I've knit myself, but I do not own a fedora.
All right.
So
Great.
there's that. Yeah, hi. Kelsa. And I'm going to be bringing up the estrogen level on this game by playing a guy.
I thought I was in charge of estrogen here.
I like to believe that
I have been drinking a lot of
Aubrey-
soy milk, if that helps.
I like to believe
Yeah.
Aubrey's that guy in every anime that everyone thinks is convinced is a girl, but is actually just a guy the entire time.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
That's exactly how I feel about it. So let's go on over to GM for the session.
It's me.
How you doing, Spencer? What's up?
I told you never to use my real name in front of
Bitch,
me.
you called yourself Spencer 10 minutes ago. I'm making sure that's okay. Too bad if it's not.
Now my identity is ruined. It's all your fault.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi everybody, I'm doing okay. Sure have been missing Fulcrum.
Yeah. Yeah,
as-
sorry about missing last week. I mean, we brand new computer, Windows updates literally took 40 minutes to install in the morning, day of game. And then when I got everything working, all my USB drivers had fucking shit themselves. So there was literally no saving that day. Literally none. So I apologize, but we're back all the same. Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like basically every time we haven't gone up, it's been your fault. Anyway, guess what?
What?
As you already explained, Fuzzy Freaks is no longer playing in this game. She's gone off to greener pastures.
I wouldn't really call Night City greener pastures.
But next week, we will be having a new player.
Yep, that's right.
And the exciting thing about a new player is that we get to roll powers again, which everybody loved. And next week is going to be a little bit of a... everyone's going to get a chance to talk about our powers. We're going to come on air. We're going to talk about the rule a little bit, the rule system a little bit, see what people are happy with, see what they're not happy with. This episode is going to be a bit of a... I don't want to say a season finale because we're only like 9 episodes in or whatever. It's going to be a mid-season break episode in which we will then come back and have the second half of the season next week. You know what? Let's not overthink it too much.
The weird, like,
Do you need us for this conversation wreckage?
What?
She's just asking random questions and answering them yourself.
This is like a conclusion of the current story arc.
Yeah.
Is this going to be like one of those weird, like we all go to the hot springs episodes?
Oh yeah, is that
Beach
what it is?
episode? No,
Oh.
there's no beach in Canada City.
That's why I said hot springs, because I was going to say beach, but then I was like, there's definitely not a beach, so I had to like go with the backup trope.
I mean, you were right. You were correct in thinking that there isn't a beach.
I don't like the beach. The sand gets in my socks.
If you weren't wearing
she's wearing
socks, you
socks,
wouldn't have.
too.
any problems.
I have missed Dirk Peck's meat so much.
Dirk, why are you wearing socks with those sandals?
It's
Dirk,
to keep my toes warm.
no. Put on real shoes.
Or take
Are
off.
real shoes.
We have an occupational
my-
work safety. and haste.
These
You
are my
can't even
action
sign
sandals.
Shoes.
Look at the grip.
But
Are these normal sandals? Or are they like a specific video game character sandals?
Is there a character that even wears sandals?
Or are the characters on the sandals?
I mean, I figure they're just
Light up sandals?
wearing sandals. Like, Dirk does not fuck around with his sandal purchases.
So they're like custom fit and made out of
Like,
like
Northern Wind, like, just like...
Please, they're fucking gators. Let's be real. They're Crocs. Come on now. So Wreckage, yeah. How about you introduce us and we'll get this bitch started.
Right. So do you remember last week what happened?
Oh, that's your job.
Yeah, I know. But I'm this week I'm just trying to be mean to all of you because I know you all forgot because you don't really care.
No,
Well, I remember what happened last week, which was Dave's computer exploding. The week before that, on the other hand,
we had. So from what I remember, we had that
didn't,
fight, and I
one
pushed
of those
everyone into
spleen
fighting,
explode?
into actually doing combat in this system for once, and it was
Yeah.
fun. We destroyed a building.
it was
we
terrible, and we all
we
died.
killed. I didn't fucking get anywhere close to dying.
I am-
I had an eye beam through my chest. That kind
You were fine.
Yeah, I was fine. The guy with regeneration was fine in combat. Who would have fucking thought?
They were really contained.
And we met 2 superpowered individuals. One thought that we were trying to steal the money, and the other one thought we were trying to steal the money. So as a response, the entire team came up and went, "Hey, what's going on over here?" High beam in the chest. Then there was another guy that got pushed off a building. And Dirk's Peck's meat was like climbing a radio tower the entire time. I think that's. Oh yeah, and then a guy transformed into a car and drove away. Like a transformer.
Yeah, well,
Oh, I tried to talk to him.
yeah, you did try and talk to him.
And
And,
you
later
succeeded.
on,
You
after
succeeded.
all of that, 2 things happened. One, you got to see a video.
Yeah, that's right. It was in vertical position, and everyone got triggered.
It was vertical video.
Yep.
How difficult, look! It's not that hard!
Apparently, it is.
Well,
And-
if it was a Galaxy Note 7, they're trying to keep it away from their face, so they're like this.
Right.
The Galaxy Note 7 is responsible for the Fulcrum.
Wow,
It-
topical.
Yeah,
Very topical.
super topical.
I like that they stopped all the importing of all goods aside from the Galaxy Note 7s into Canada City after the Fulcrum hit.
It's a conspiracy to try to take extractors out.
So, you also saw a video of a guy with flight powers trying to leave the city. And you found out that there's some sort of disintegration field surrounding the entire city. Whoever it was, who was the one who was like, can you dig out of the city? Because I think it was Aubrey.
Yeah. I feel like it wasn't me. I think it was somebody else, but the answer was still no, you can't.
Yes, but the thing is, I want to give that person an extra hero point because
Oh, that was me.
We're gonna go back into the video and check, and if somebody's lying, they're gonna be in trouble.
No one knows, dude. Just give us all hero points.
Everybody does get a hero point for winning that fight. I did say that last week with the fight. Everybody who won the fight got a hero point. But the fight with the guy who can transform.
Yeah.
As you already said. So the thing is, my character was already going to say, and by the way, we know a guy who tried to dig out, and then you segued into it for me. And I always love when my players are just,
Right, a segue. Huh?
they're there, they're paying attention, they're asking questions. It really gets me right here.
Right in the balls.
I mean, was
What
it
gets
fuzzy?
you right there? High beams.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Oh yeah,
Well,
everyone
that's-
evolved their powers too, aside from fucking Kelsa. I think is the last person to evolve.
Yeah, I think maybe.
I don't think, Dirk, you didn't evolve yet. You're going to.
I thought he picked like some sort of like save function or whatever.
No, I wasn't allowed. It's,
Oh, yeah.
It's like time powers.
Yeah, the GM putting like restraints on a fucking role playing game. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, he's not confident in his ability to GM that kind of power. I understand. No, time powers are stupid.
It comes
They
into
are.
question the ability of Dr. Wreckage when time powers come into play. So, it's cool.
I
So,
can tell the time. I evolved my power, now I can tell the time.
Apparently, it was Fuzzy who suggested digging out. So,
That's what I thought.
well, bonus points to the person who isn't here.
well, it's one of those things where like she's not here anymore, so the XP gets shared around, so you'll get half a point each.
You all get a fifth of a hero point.
Sweet. So,
No, fourth. Yeah, fourth, because she doesn't get a fifth. Right. Thank you. Math.
Mary gets the other fifth.
So you all wake up the next day after coming home from seeing that video. You're pretty tuckered out. I mean, like it's emotionally draining, among other things.
No, we ended at the actual fire
Yeah,
station.
I know.
So, yeah.
But then you went home. Like we ended when you were done interacting with that situation. You wake up the next day, and there's a letter taped to the front door from Tiffany Jones.
Okay. I open it.
By yourself, or you grew up with it?
No. I definitely open it by myself first. Like,
Okay.
Like it's not like well I'll wait for everyone to open up this letter from someone who we're looking for. No, I open it.
Okay. The letter reads, "Dear everyone, I cannot live with what I've done.
Mm-hmm.
I lie awake thinking of the blood, knowing I cut people in half. The world we live in now is terrifying, and I don't want to be part of it. I horrify myself. I'm a monster. Don't try and find me, please. Just don't."
I run to the paper
Tiffany
shredder.
Jones.
Is she in there?
No, Jesus, Jesus! I'd run to the paper shredder. Yikes.
I I just sort of maybe I look at the letter a little dumbfounded, and I'm just like, but then she killed another 2 people after that. Huh. Maybe I like put it on the table, and I'm doing that thing where I'm like, I'm in the kitchen looking at this letter that's on the table, and then I imagine everyone else comes in, and they're just like, hey man, why are you looking at that piece of paper on the table? And I'm like, I don't say anything, and then you take the paper and you're like, oh my god, it's so sad. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, sounds like it.
Yeah.
Who's the first to come down after Joshua?
I'd probably say Stripe.
Yeah, the
Dog.
dog.
The dog would come down.
I was
No,
gonna
can read the
say
letter.
I feel like it's probably either Aubrey or Aaron. Yes, thank you. I cannot.
Aaron, because he wakes up early to work
Yeah.
out, obviously. So he comes downstairs and he grabs the letter, reads it. It's like, you know what this means?
What does it mean?
Now I am the smartest person in the whole building.
You see Stripe walk over to me holding his
That's what it
dog
means.
bowl, and I'm like, yeah, in a minute. It's just like...
This is exactly what
Yeah,
that
it's
means.
Stripe, and then it's Aaron.
Let's get the pecking order correct here, would you? All right, who's
Any
next?
other-
Who's next? to
Any
be
other
sad?
reactions?
Aubrey's gonna come down and take a look at this.
Because now me and
Take a look
Aaron
at
are
this
both
paper.
staring at this note, like
Yeah.
on the
like,
table.
what's up, guys?
You
Wait.
should-
Tiffany, is that you?
Quick, check her pulse.
Head and takes a look at the paper, and it's like sits down heavily in one of the chairs and like kind of massages his forehead a little bit. It's like, I need to up my game. I'm gonna be in the shop. And he like grabs a slice of toast or something, like literally off of Sydney's plate or whatever, and just heads into his workshop and
Puts it in his
Starts-
mouth, runs around the corner, bumps into his true love. You know how it is.
as you do.
It's his next upgrade for power. Find true love. All right, Peachy Pixel comes down. Dirk Pecksmith comes down a casual 2 hours later.
What if it's Dirk's mom who snuck into the firehouse to look after Dirk? No, it's not gonna be his mom.
Oh god,
Stop trying to get his mom involved in things. It's weird.
I tried to get his mom involved in things too.
I would really like to hear Wreckage try to do a West Indian accent. I would love that. So was it my mum?
No.
Why is everyone sad?
Why is everyone sad?
I forget. Can you actually read, Dirk?
He does it on his computer all the time.
Huh. I guess that's true. Here, read this.
I actually have an IQ of... Oh. Tiffany's gone?
Seems like
What
it.
did you do?
Well, I think it was when she murdered those 3 people that made the decision a little easier for her to leave.
They were trying to kill us.
And
That's
she
what I'm
literally
saying.
cut them in half, so down the middle.
I pull up my phone and I call Tiffany.
No answer.
She'll call me back.
I hope so. In the meantime, we've got stuff to do.
Yes!
And I go back upstairs to go play video games.
I turn to Aaron, and I'm like, so What are we doing today?
Well, it seems that looking for Tiffany will be useless. We
Agreed.
lost Aubrey in the lab. Dirk's probably upstairs doing some crazy science computer hacking stuff up there.
Yeah, who knows what that kid's up to these
Ha!
days?
Noob!
That's what he's up to apparently.
Noob, that must be some kind of computer code word.
Maybe he's making something very educational.
Maybe.
Huh.
I don't know. We could try to find more food. Maybe there's a supply drop today somewhere. I haven't heard anything.
I would like to see if we can find anything about those gentlemen that did rob the supply drops earlier.
Oh yeah, the guys who tried to kill me.
Yeah.
I try to find him too.
Yeah, there was a guy who did that, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 guys now.
3
Well,
guys now.
I mean, one guy robbed a money satchel. The other guy robbed a supply convoy for the survival of civilians in Canada City.
Yeah. Let's see if we can find anything about that guy. You know who I call Wreckage?
Who do you call? Ghostbusters?
I call Eyeball Lady, the Oracle.
You don't have her phone number.
I call the next best person who might know.
I have her phone number.
Do you have her phone number, or do you just have?
I have
I don't think we
Elizabeth's
gave
phone
you
number.
Her phone number.
I have
Give
Elizabeth's
me the
phone
phone
number.
number of a phone that she was using while we were in communication on a mission,
Right.
which I assume was her number, but maybe if I call it, I'm wrong. It's listed in my phone under her name.
Under
So-
Oracle Lady. Right. What did I call
No,
her
no,
again?
Her name, her actual name, which I'm 90% sure that I wrote down.
Yep.
Huh.
I'm waiting for it. I'm here. My eyes are open. My ears are also open.
His eye
I'm
chest.
pretty
beam
sure
is
it was
also-
Anna. I'm
Anna?
90% sure it was Anna because we kept confusing it with Hannah, who was the woman with multiple arms.
Yes, I know Hannah is named that because it's funny.
Right.
All right. I feel like I wouldn't name another mutant Anna after naming one of them Hannah, but I guess I did that.
I feel like you did, and then we gave you shit for it because I
I don't-
remember giving you shit for it.
I don't remember that. So I'm just gonna say her name is Rachel. No, I'm just kidding.
Sure.
I'm just giving you crap. It'll be Anna.
Okay.
You try and call Anna is the point.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, does Sydney tell me to? Because I was the one that had that contact number. Like, I have all the contact numbers. Sydney, you should talk to me.
It's almost like you're the face, and yet you get bossed around by this.
God, that's so
scruffy-
weird. Yeah, that's like that keeps happening to me. It's kind of strange. I don't know.
So
Yeah,
here's who I call. I call Elizabeth
Uh-huh.
because I want to talk to her again.
What time of day are you calling?
11 in the morning.
Okay. Phone rings a little while, and then you hear a scratchy feminine voice say,
Hello.
not quite that scratchy. Good morning, Mr. Joshua.
Please call me Sydney. We've passed all this, aren't we?
All right, Sydney. What can I do for you?
Well, I was hoping that maybe you would share a little bit of information. See, we're looking for a particular gentleman who robbed. You might remember him. He robbed the supply line that we were in when we attempted to get you and your camp some supplies.
I remember hearing about that. I don't know, obviously, who did it.
Yes, there was a team member we worked from who had some particular handy skills for finding people, or at least identifying them. I was wondering if maybe you had her information that we could get in touch with her.
Well, Anna is with us, yes.
Anna,
I-
that was her name, yes.
I don't want to I don't want to be a negative Nelly dear, but she doesn't have what's the word I'm looking for? Omniscience. She can see through things and focus on things with her third eye, but finding someone somewhere that she doesn't know where they are, searching the whole city is a bit beyond her capacity, because finding someone's hideout and identifying them is beyond her abilities to that extent.
I know.
If you knew where he was and you were just worried that there might be a trap or something, she could look inside. But finding him, I am afraid, is a bit beyond her abilities.
Well, in lack of a police scanner, and the fact that there is no real police force here enforcing anything aside from the floppies, I was hoping that maybe she could just alert us if a person of that description comes into contact with her omnipotence.
Well, we can certainly keep an eye out for him. We have, since that, well, various groups have been on the lookout to the extent that we are allied with the rebels and the church. We've all agreed that Skull Kid, as he's being called,
Really? Skull Kid?
is a real yes. Well, he wears a skull bandana, and he seems to be younger than an adult per se.
Right.
So as they're calling him, we all agree that he's a nuisance that needs to be taken care of.
Who was your allies? Maybe we might be able to team up with them on this.
Mr. Price with the rebels,
Right.
and the Church of the Fulcrum.
Okay.
They might know more than they're letting on when they agree that he's a nuisance and should be dealt with. They are, after all, information experts. I find it very hard to believe that they don't have at least some idea of who his allies might be. They ostensibly say that they will help us find him, but truth be told, none of us are trying very hard. We're just on the lookout in case he shows himself again.
Right.
If you wanted to hunt him down specifically, the church might be able to help you with that.
Okay. Well, thank you for the information. I hope the camp's doing okay.
Everything's fine over here. How are you?
I look around. Maybe I look at the note again and just no, we're okay. Thanks. Though.
All right. Well, take care of yourself, Sydney, and don't work too hard. I understand what it's like to have been a public servant, but we don't have to throw ourselves on our swords, so to speak.
Yeah. Okay. Have a good one. And then I just hang up. Just hang up. And I was like, I don't know what I was thinking.
So, what'd you say?
She said the church and Price would be interested in helping us, but maybe we overestimated Anna's power a little bit. So.
I never really saw eye to eye with her.
Wow, really?
Eh.
Yeah, no, that was... Maybe I should leave this place, too.
Oh, come on.
Take the long walk out of the city.
Do you want to throw me into that force field real quick? I feel like
Um,
I feel like that's a bad plan.
Yeah, so
Dirk.
maybe we'll go see Aubrey as well and just get that those contacts roaring, see who can give us a better deal on plowing some
Alright.
skull kids. So
so you might contact one of those other groups. Dirk, I have a question real quick before we. It's been a couple of episodes. Have you done any more experimentation with your information that you acquired from the church?
Every time I get it out, these orbs appear, right?
Yeah.
So what I've been doing, mostly with my time, is to try and get a mud running
ooh, I
with
like
the
that.
odd nerds that I know,
Uh-huh.
solely so I can play some muds against them.
Okay.
But that's how Dirk's using it. It's probably fully functional for, conversing with people across the city.
Okay, so there are a couple of problems. As an internet individual, most of your friends are across the
Dead.
country or in other countries.
Well, I do like to play Warhammer.
Right,
and
so you had a
that
whole
has to
Warhammer.
happen person to person.
Right, exactly. So there's a game store down on Fifth and Hemingway. It's a real great game store. I used to go there every Tuesday for Warhammer. You try and contact most of those people, and you can't get in touch with most of them. But you've gotten in touch with two other dudes, and one of them is like, I'm barely surviving in a basement somewhere. And the other one is like, I don't want to talk about it.
I just paint miniatures all day. I ran out of paint a long time ago, so I'm using my own blood.
Wow. I mean, that's a lot of information.
How are you doing?
Blood for the blood god.
So that's what's happening with your
Yeah,
friends,
usually
is the
we
point.
beat each other with skulls for the skull throne, but he was straight in with blood for the blood god,
Uh-huh.
which was a bit weird.
Yeah, straight to the blood.
So
god.
I can only play games with 2 people in the city.
Yeah.
And I can't get hold of Nathaniel at all.
Now, as we recall, your role got you the girlfriend looked at your text but didn't, or like girl you're interested looked at your text but didn't reply, or like started writing a message and then stopped
Wreckage,
That's-
they always reply to me.
with a restraining order.
Nice.
Sick burn.
So, God, I had a beautiful one today, but it would dissect the frog too much to share it. Anyway, yeah, so that's what's happening with you and your mud. No more experimentation on the information you stole from the church.
Well, no, every time I pull it out, these things turn up, and
Yep.
I can't get hold of any of my other nerdy friends.
Yeah, well, 2 others. So of a group that I would say ranged into the dozen, you've been able to contact 2.
Are any of them tech nerds?
High or low?
Hi.
Right in the middle.
Not only was it high, it was a critical 20. So here's what I'm going to say. Even though this was a luck dice, which in no way should crit, I'm going to let this crit. This is a critical success for, are either of them tech nerds? The one who says, I don't want to talk about it, is a tech whiz. Used to be like the biggest
Like a white hat?
developmental and IT guy in the entire city. Was like the highest paid technical electrical engineer, computer engineer in the city. So
I happen to know that he is a huge Sega Genesis fan, and
he likes all things.
I'm gonna ask him if he wants to come over to play some Streets of Rage.
He says I would love to, but I just can't. I can't.
I could bring it over.
You can't come here either.
Where is here?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. Was this because of I said that Age of Stigmata was stupid?
No, man. I'm really happy you contacted me. I really could use. I really want to play games with you still.
Rage and chill.
Just sort of pretend that everything is normal, if that's all right.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
He used to come over to play Sega Genesis all the time.
Maybe.
I mean,
Can I go as far to say that maybe you two have been doing it since high school?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's up to Peachy's character, but no.
Yeah.
I doubt it. I didn't have any friends in high school.
You certainly didn't have a lover.
I don't mean that. That's gross. What the hell?
You totally said it like that, and why is it gross?
Yeah, exactly.
Can I have friends that I also stick my penis in them?
I mean,
Do you want that for me, Henley?
it's been confirmed that Dirk is all about video games. So I can.
Dirk has no idea what his penis is for.
Great.
You get rid of waste.
He was
Does
sick on
everyone
that
know-
week at school.
Why does why
right.
does the size matter?
So the gist
Do you
is,
need a bigger toilet?
you know, probably one of the greatest technological minds in the city pre Fulcrum, but he's being weird and aloof about what's going on with him right now.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull out that USB, and I'm gonna quickly like pull off, I don't know, like half a paragraph of this nonsense and put it into a text file, and then put the USB back in my pocket. Do the orbs disappear?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna send him this text file.
Just the half paragraph?
Yeah, and it's labeled question mark, like written down question mark, the words dot text. Because he can't give up a mystery.
I think this has to be another luck roll.
Okay.
Because you're taking a random piece of text.
I'm just quickly copying it.
Yeah, so you're taking a random piece of text, and hoping that it by itself, like a paragraph, is
Well,
intriguing.
I'm hoping it's enough to get him at least interested in it.
High or low?
I'll go high again.
High. So, what's interesting about this paragraph, you don't even really check it before you send it, is that it doesn't have any particular piece of scintillating information in it, but it is very clearly part of the what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word for, like, when you're keeping track of all the shit you have?
Inventory?
Yeah, kind of. There's like a better word for it. This is like the
Wait, people keep track of all the shit they do?
yeah.
Man, that would really help me out.
This is like the status report for the
Oh, it's
order.
like a glossary database kind of dealio.
It's still not the word I'm thinking of, but we'll come back to that some other time. This is the status report for the Church of the Fulcrum. It is part of their like inventory keeping, and like this is how much blank we have. And it from the paragraph section, it's very obvious that it's internal information. And you send it to him, and he starts typing back, but doesn't send anything, and then stops typing, and then starts typing back really quickly again, and stops typing. and then starts typing back, and he asks, "Where did you get this?" Question mark, question mark, question mark.
So I straight up tell him exactly where I got it from.
Like, what are your words?
We've been doing work for. No, we've been questing for a cleric on the Church of the Fulcrum, and they had all these tomes of knowledge. So I thought I'd take a look. There is a problem with it, though.
Question mark.
When I try to look at all of it, they try and kill me.
What do you mean?
They try and kill me with orbs.
Orbs? Question mark, question mark.
Have you seen the blue orbs that fly towards my face and scare me?
No.
Well, there are such things, and they do that.
Well, then don't look at that information.
But I really want to look at the information.
Okay. Well, if tiny individual pieces... Look, it's... I don't know anything about hocus pocus magic since the Fulcrum, he says. But if individual smaller pieces of information don't do anything, then there's probably something specific in all of the information that is being targeted or has a curse cast on it or whatever, which means if you experiment around, you can probably pull large amounts of data that aren't cursed and look at it, and then maybe quarantine the bit that is.
Do you think you could write a program that could scan this information?
I can't write a program that checks for you being attacked by blue orbs.
It seems to give off some sort of frequency. We managed to dampen the frequency and every other frequency known to man.
Well, it's probably some like magic bullshit, like I said, from the Fulcrum. But the simple fact that some parts of the data don't attract suspicion means that you can narrow down which parts do with your own experimentation and time.
Okay. I give him a KK.
Please, but still play video games with me. Don't run off on some sort of adventure.
Our adventures are really boring. They want coffee.
Coffee is serious business.
I like that we're
He's like-
downstairs talking about
They
how to
haven't
fucking...
even looked for a magical weapon.
And we're down... I like how we're
Actually, that's
downstairs...
what Aubrey is doing right now.
Yeah, we're downstairs, like, planning a manhunt, and you're like... So boring.
They want coffee. Speaking of, everybody is currently suffering the effects of caffeine withdrawal. So just keep that in mind. You all
It's
have
been like
headaches.
fucking 9 months, dude.
No, you just ran out of coffee.
Okay. When we rationing that shit?
Like literally, it was part of an episode 2 episodes ago. It's why you started doing the job that you're on, because you were trying to get coffee.
Okay.
You just ran out of coffee.
Okay.
You made the last cup of coffee, or Aubrey made the last cup of coffee when she was spying on Old Man Poppy.
Oh man,
The
MacGuffin.
first night
And
that you showed up.
then I gave it to you, Sydney.
I know, because I'm a great guy.
And now everybody has caffeine withdrawal, and caffeine withdrawal is awful.
It really is.
I've been drinking coffee my whole life. I can stop whenever I want.
I'm almost evil enough to give you dice penalties for caffeine withdrawal, but I'm not going to.
Yo,
headaches
really?
are the
We have a
worst.
hard enough time actually hitting a guy in this game. And
yeah,
you're just
no, it's like I don't need to
yeah,
make it
now the
harder.
coffee withdrawal kicks in, and you literally drink his blood because he had a piece of coffee last week, and you're like,
One piece of coffee.
one coffee, please, straight to the eyeball. So, Aubrey, tell us about the super weapon you're making.
No, don't, because instead, are you guys going to call somebody about this, Skull Kid? Are you gonna start
Yeah, I'll go into Aubrey's room and be like, Aubrey.
Aubrey?
What do you want, Sydney?
What are you doing? Like, what are you doing in the room right now?
Naked, masturbating.
I mean, you don't
Staring
get
at
naked to
himself in the mirror.
masturbate. Come on.
Yeah, you do.
Uh,
You do it in your trench
You
coat.
gotta take
That's
your
right.
time
Yeah.
with that shit.
You do it under
Okay,
your trench coat.
you're a woman.
I deserve it.
You don't get stuff everywhere when you masturbate, so
look,
What?
look.
Preparation is involved, Kelsey.
you need to get naked so you can wipe down.
I'm.
Gotta lay down the plastic sheeting,
Putting on some mute music.
Gotta get
light a
like
few
some
candles.
Bruno Mars. Yeah, you know.
Wow.
I'm not a piece of meat. I need to
You
warm
know,
up.
I thought it was.
Oh,
thought it was
God.
so easy to be a guy. I guess I was wrong.
no, it's really hard.
You pee standing up, take 10 hours to masturbate.
It's really hard, which is why we got to do something about that.
Okay,
Oh,
so
that's-
yeah,
that's
what are you
good
what are you,
joke.
what are you doing in the room? Are you like eyeballing my fucking fire truck
No, I'm
again?
like I've got like weird like goggles on, and like I have tools that are not actually tools. They're like tools with other tools like taped to them with duct tape and stuff.
So you're like
And,
fucking Chuck Green up in this bitch.
Like a welder. There's like some welding shit going on.
Okay.
You know, I'm in the middle of mad science. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. So, yeah, I just sort of walk up and I'm like, which one do you prefer, the Church of the Fulcrum, or Price and his prissy bitches?
I think the Church of the Fulcrum.
Yeah. All right. How about you make a call for us and inquire about the Skull Kid? You remember that guy that kicked our asses?
Yeah. All right.
I feel like
give me a
like
second.
going after him. What? Did you just make the sound effect with your mouth, or did you do something?
that was in my mouth.
And I was like, all right, you seem to be a bit busy. I'll just go.
Like sparks are flying everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
As soon as you
There's
leave,
a
though,
random
like,
Bunsen burner on in the corner for no reason.
for literally no reason. It's
For
just using
aesthetics. Yeah.
So yeah, I think that is not what I wanted to do. I think that I'm going to once Sydney leaves, I will go ahead and call the Church of the Fulcrum.
Sweet. Hello, Church of the Fulcrum. Can I take your order, please?
Hello, you've reached the Church of the Fulcrum. Your call is very important to us. Please hang on the line while we wait for an. I'm kidding.
To
Do I need to navigate a phone tree? This is a mini game.
Now, when you say you call the Church of the Fulcrum, do you call Johnson?
I got his direct number, so I
Yes, you
probably
did.
would. Yeah.
Okay, that's my question though, because you probably also would have ended up with some sort of non-direct number if you were preferring to call that. So yeah, you call Johnson. It's about what 1 p.m. now after all the stuff we've done this morning.
Sure.
So he answers, "Hello,
This is Aubrey Vaughn.
Mr. Vaughn. What can I do for you?"
I was wondering if you had heard of an individual going by, well, is being called Skull Kid. We had a little run-in with him.
Yes. Skull Kid. His a run-in, you say? Do tell.
There was it wasn't exactly, well, I don't know how to say it. People died. It was not pleasant.
Interesting. Not much to go on. What exactly about this Skull Kid were you hoping to learn from us?
If you knew where he was, if we could talk to him, if he was causing problems for anybody else. Or if he was not causing problems, maybe the opposite.
You want to know if he's causing trouble anywhere right now?
Oh, good God. I love how you're the face and you're just like, maybe. Maybe I don't. It's like, God damn it.
Maybe not now specifically.
As in ever? Well, he's had several reported attacks on supply drops, items of value. He's even knocked over a seemingly innocuous survival shelter. He has some sort of abilities, that much is obvious. He handily takes care of the floppies in every one of his encounters, and gets away scot-free without being... Of course, the floppies are looking for him to arrest him, and they have not been able to do so. I mean, is there a particular thing you're after here? Are you worried about running into him again? Help me out here, Mr. Vaughn. I'm sort of... This is a very esoteric conversation you've had so far.
Yes, that's definitely a concern. Hoping to maybe have a conversation with him, come to an accord.
You want to meet with Skull Kid?
Possible. Or assure we never do.
Well, those are both two very different things.
Can you help me with either of them?
I can't help you not run into someone ever in this city unless I develop a cloaking device, which I have not done.
If you were in contact with him, you could put out the word, is what I'm saying.
I'm not in contact with him. However,
Anyone who is.
possibly, and I don't mean it that way to be esoteric. I mean it that way because as far as our case file on the individual, it's very obvious that he must have some sort of allies in the city. He must work with someone at some point. His operations are random but grandiose. There's no way that he's accomplishing them entirely on his own unless his superpower is an infinite means of production, which I suppose that is possible, but it's far more likely that he has a supplier or has worked for someone or interacted with something. There aren't many groups capable of providing a lone contractor such as him with any sort of valid incentive. Half of the groups capable of doing so are supposedly allied in ensuring that he isn't a problem anymore. So, you know, if it's not us or Mr. Price or the mutants, then it's perhaps the coalition of street gangs. There are some other budding factions that could potentially be doing it. But I don't know how exactly I could lead that back to him. I suppose if I had some incentive, I could dedicate a few more resources to looking for him than I have previously done so. and I might make some immediate progress. But right now, he's rather low on the list of things that I care about, since most of his attacks disrupt floppy systems, floppy plans. He may hurt some people in the city, but as far as I'm concerned, he's not.
I'm not asking for
thing.
something for nothing here, Johnson.
Yes, but you're not exactly specifying what you want or are offering.
We can help you out like we did in the past. What do you... Tell us how we can help you. We can come to some kind of deal here, I think. If not, just keep an ear out for me. Talk to some of the other factions around.
Well, we'll see if we need anything. Thank you. We'll get right back to you if we have anything to offer.
If he pops up again, let me know. I appreciate it.
He hangs up the phone.
All right. I'll dust off and go report most of this over to Sydney.
I'm drinking a cup of hot water.
Right?
I got that oral fixation for coffee, you know. That's what that is.
Oh god, it tastes way like you think it'll help, and then every sip is sad.
Yeah, it's like,
Eventually, you put down half the cup, and it's just not the same.
So the first couple of weeks, we were just put water through with the machine, just get the little hints of dust. And now it's the machine's perfectly clean, so
yeah,
it's not doing
it's
anything anymore.
cleansed. Yeah, yep. We gave it an enema, basically.
So yeah, I'll go to Sydney with this information and be like, all right, I talked to the church. They don't have anything right now. You want me to call Mr. Price?
Well, I mean, honestly, I
Think
just
those gangs are
want to
gonna
find
dominate.
this guy because not only do we have a score to settle with him, but honestly, if
I'm
he's
not going to
disrupting,
admit that.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm not going to admit that.
I will.
I will, absolutely. And
I
plus,
kinda
he's
wanna
disrupting.
break his skull face.
Yeah, he's disrupting civilian, food supplies, and that's a
Oh,
problem for me.
That too.
Definitely a problem, I agree.
Are you guys talking about a skeleton?
Oh,
Hi, Mary.
she always pops up at the weirdest times, right?
No, we're talking
hair.
about a person who
forgot you
pretends to
existed.
be a skeleton.
I didn't forget you existed, which is good.
Oh, Mary, what do you want to do?
I don't know. I'm bored. Let's go do something.
Yeah, I that's why we're trying to find this skull man, so we can go do something.
So, he's a skull man and not a skeleton?
He's a skull kid. He's a guy. He's a
Is
guy
he
that.
my age?
No, he's a little older than you. He pretends
Oh.
to be a bad guy though, and he actually makes a lot of people go hungry. So
Well, then doesn't that make him actually a bad guy?
I guess it does. But honestly, I just think he's being selfish.
Well, go beat him up.
That's the idea. We need to find him though. Do you know how to find people, Mary?
Yeah, I know how to find people. I've read Sherlock Holmes.
Okay, if you had to find a skull kid who has the power to bend metal, how would you do it?
Do you know that he has the power to bend metal?
I mean, he bent metal around me.
But do you know that has a power that the metal didn't bend itself?
Maybe are you saying the metal got powers as well?
All I'm saying is that you guys keep guessing what people are, and you're wrong. And then the machine man, and you didn't quite get that one right until afterwards.
Well, Mary, it's not like people tell each other all the time what they do. I mean, you haven't even told us what you do, and we've told
It's
you.
a secret.
But we've told you, Mary.
Yeah, it was secret.
I'm not very good at keeping secrets.
I know he's horrible at keeping secrets. I'm not gonna tell
That's
him.
probably what she hasn't told you.
So anyway, if I wanted to find somebody, I would start with the clues.
Yeah. That is a skull kid.
That you don't have any clues?
What about where we fought him? There might be something still there. Yeah. It's just down the street.
We should go look for clues.
Maybe we'll find some gangsters and I could break some skulls.
Do you reckon, Aubrey, you could make a call while we walk?
I've seen him do it.
So. Who am I calling, Sydney?
I guess the last guy.
Boop, 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 Mr. Price.
Professor Angry Butt.
Bring.
I could also still call the mutants, but you already talked to them, so.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Price's office speaking.
This is Aubrey Vaughn calling for Mr. Price.
Yeah? That's great.
May I speak with him, please?
Do you have an appointment to speak with Mr. Price?
I sure do.
Let me check.
How do you
I'm not
start?
showing an appointment for Mr. Vaughn right now.
Is Aubrey start with an A or a U?
And oh, obviously. Look, can I just... Why don't you pencil me in then?
For right now.
Appointment for a phone call.
I'll ask Mr. Price if he can pencil you in. One moment, please.
Only Valley Girl in the entirety of Canada City.
That was probably her superpower, though. She probably got the superpower of being a Valley Girl. Like, she was a normal
Pretty
person
terrible.
before.
It's pretty terrible.
And she, like, reverts to being a... Like, you know how people revert to having scales and lizards and 6 hands? She gets the power to being an annoying white girl. That's what her power is.
The hold music cuts out, and it's Mr. Price. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Price.
Hello, Mr. Vaughn.
I'm glad you recognize me.
Look, next time you call, just tell her to tell me that you've called.
Why do you have her answering your phones anyway?
Look, I told you this last time. She doesn't know the city's been destroyed. She doesn't know there's been an apocalypse, and we're not telling her.
I just...
We just think it's better for...
Oblivious Valley Girl, like, it's lovely.
If you think
Wanna
it's
get
best for her,
shopping? It's like, no, you
it
don't.
still
Trust me.
confusing to me.
I mean,
Yes.
if you were capable of being ignorant of all of this, wouldn't you kind of want to?
I suppose I would.
So, yes, she still thinks that she's my secretary and we're running Price Developments and not trying desperately to escape from a dystopian hellhole.
So does she just like live there at the office? Because it's been a few weeks. She's like, how long is my shift?
Like, she's got to get her nails done and her tan topped up.
Right?
Maybe
She's,
they
weeks
set up
overdue
a
for
like
her
a...
daily melanoma.
You know how we walked in there last time and it was all like blocked off and stuff? Like maybe they've got like a whole city block that she just sort of exists in and she has no idea. And it's like a very elaborate like
full on
know,
Truman Show.
yeah, Truman Show style thing. Like, you know, and Mr. Price does it because he's a dick and he enjoys just making some person's life just like completely obnoxious. It's just like, yeah.
Mr. Price, I was hoping you may have heard of a certain individual known on the street as Skull Kid.
Yes, he's quite the little menace. Well, so I've heard.
Indeed. We were wondering if you knew a way to get in touch with him or had an idea of where we might find him.
I personally don't know anything about the Skull Kid. I've only received reports about his ne'er-do-welling from the mutants and from the church to some extent. He has not directly interfered with any of my operations or agents, so I don't have a first-hand report of Skull Kid. Or his abilities or his allies or contacts.
Fair enough. Then I won't press you for any more details, but if you hear word, let me know.
I will. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you, Mr. Price. And if there's anything else we can do for you, let me know.
As always, you'll be the first we contact. Goodbye. Hangs up.
Because those fucking pricks rely on us, but constantly make us think that we owe them shit.
Oh yeah, totally.
So we're gonna go look for clues, right? We're gonna look for clues.
That's right, Mary.
Yeah, let's
Put on
go.
your booties. Let's go.
What are we looking for clues for?
We're gonna go punch a kid.
For Skull Kid.
Yeah.
We're gonna go find Skull Kid and beat him up.
So Skull Kid is the other one that I didn't see, right?
No, I reckon you saw him.
I don't
I
think you
saw
visually saw him.
the car dude.
You only saw Car Dude. You also you did engage in the event involving Skull Kid, but did not visibly see him.
Yeah, but I didn't see him.
What? Why are we looking for Skull Kids?
Because he's
So
a
we can punch
menace.
him in his skull face.
Yeah. Cleaning up the city one bad guy at a time.
Because I've got really important experiments to do.
Come
No,
along.
you're coming with us.
You
We're
need
gonna
a-
solve
you-
a mystery.
Yeah, you need the exercise.
The sun is good for you.
You're our Velma.
Sun is not good for me. I refute that with every inch of my being.
Well, don't you have
You
like
ha-
a parasol in your inventory or something?
You have to come
It's
with.
a collectible. It's not like I wear it.
You have to come with because you're our Velma.
I pull out this comedy oversized magnifying glass.
I'm in.
Yay! We're gonna hunt for clues. We're gonna hunt for clues.
I sort of turned to Aaron. I'm just like, Mary's like a Dirk whisperer.
I has to come too because he's Scooby, obviously.
All right.
I wanted to be Scooby.
No, you're Shaggy. Don't be stupid.
Who
What does
does
that
that make
make
me? We both look at each other when we say that.
Yeah, right?
Well, neither of you really like dress well enough to be Fred or Daphne.
So they're Shaggy too?
I would dress better, but there's been a bit of an apocalypse, you see.
Sydney can be Old Man Jenkins.
Who's that? Is he
The
the,
guy
is he
who
the
it
young
always
kid
is.
with the blonde hair?
Don't worry about it. We're going
I
to
find like a clown mask and I give it to him.
Just put it on. Just put it on. It'd be great. Just put it on.
I actually would rather not wear anything related to clowns. That'd be nice.
Man, they really should do like an adult Scooby-Doo remake.
Oh no, they've done that.
Yeah, they have.
They've
Elmer
totally
is
done
hot in every incarnation of Scooby.
No, I don't mean where they are adults. I mean where the story is adult.
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Like
Have you been on
Triple
the
X.
internet?
Yeah.
No, of course
Anytime
they've done a porn parody. I mean, they need to do a remake that is a show not about porn, but targeted at an adult audience.
I don't
Wait,
understand.
not
you.
about porn?
Yeah, I don't
Yes,
understand what
not
you
about
want.
porn.
I'm confused
I have
as to
no
what
idea
That's
it
what
is.
you're
really
saying right now.
confusing to me. I don't understand. Like, why would you watch that show if it's not about porn?
Why do you watch Adventure Time?
Isn't it
It's all about the porn.
I mean,
I mean,
none
So
of
you
What
us.
can
type of
understand the
adventure-
Adventure Time porn?
Pretty much. We need to get the law down. Makes no
Right?
sense otherwise.
Exactly. It's
I mean,
important.
I read my pornos for the articles, you know, like.
Yeah, I watch my porno for the plot. Obviously.
I like tits.
All right, let's take a break on that. Yeah.
No, let's not.
No, I need a break, dude.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we'll take a break then.
All right.
Okay.
Alright,
We're
good.
really taking a break on I like tits.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys, we'll be back in 3 to 5.
Perfect. Perfect. That's
Don't go
what I was
anywhere.
thinking.
More of this to come.
first, you're gonna have to solve a mystery, and that mystery is where the fuck is he?
All right, I look on the ground at the scene for his
Uh-huh.
name and address, which he left behind.
All right, roll investigation.
Sweet.
Is there anything on the
Can
floor
I help him with my
highlighted
magnifying
that I
glass?
can just interact with?
Are you serious?
Can I use my bullshit to help him?
So the first thing I want
He's rolling an investigation to find his address spray painted on the parking lot.
Yeah, but if he
You know that
quits
might happen. It's fine.
So actually, what I'd like to do, Wreckage, is start off with a perception to see if I can find anything odd about this place.
You don't need a perception to notice the following.
Okay. He's
You-
standing right there.
You'll recall that there were 2 floppy vehicles
Yes.
that had been pinned to the ground by like weird lance things that had like jettisoned up into the car and down into the earth.
Sure. Yeah.
So there's a big hole in the parking lot that's been like cut out of the concrete by like a industrial saw,
Yeah.
where either of those things have happened and the vehicles aren't there anymore. None of the damage from the fight has been repaired. The top of the so there were 3 buildings involved, if you recall. There was the low ceiling of a police station that was being reconverted into like a supply handout location.
Yep.
And then there are the 2 high roofs of 2 apartment buildings. And those 3 buildings walled off the parking lot of the police station, which is where the fight took place. And on top of the police station building and on top of the 2 other buildings, smoke canisters went off, and they were colored smoke. So besides all the damage from the fight, there is still like a big like paint smear or like a smoke burn, like red, green, and blue on each building, because the colored smoke went off right there and sort of painted the building a little bit. And that'll wash off in a couple of rainstorms. But for now, like all of the signs that this happened are still here.
Okay. All right. So, yeah. I'm just. Can I use a perception check to find anything in here?
What are you looking for?
Anything that doesn't belong in this scene.
Investigation.
God fucking damn it. But I want to perceive with my perception.
Sure, you can perceive obvious things with perception.
Okay.
If you
Yeah,
are-
that's what I'm saying. Like anything that doesn't.
I just told you everything that's obvious.
So basically, if this scene was painted,
Uh-huh.
right, as a backdrop for a cartoon, I'm looking for the thing that looks like it's about to
A
move.
different-
Yeah.
For a different color? Yeah,
Yeah.
investigation.
God damn it. Okay.
That thing has a white outline on it.
Yeah, you know, it's a slightly
Like a
lighter
slightly
brown.
brighter color scheme.
Yeah. So the animators can know what to animate. How's a 9 do you?
It tells you to fuck right off.
So
You just start like looking under rocks. You're not really sure when Mary says clues. You're like, okay, and you start like turning over.
No. Hang on a minute. I have an expertise in firefighting. Are you telling me that I can't investigate a scene with my
Yes,
firefighting
absolutely.
skills?
Firefighters do not investigate scenes.
What about finding out what caused a fire to start?
Yeah, you're great at that.
energy.
Too bad a fire wasn't involved.
It kind of was.
Not even a little bit.
But
Fire in my heart,
but are
we
you
were
saying
fighting him.
are you
And
saying
a fire investigator and a firefighter are not the same job.
Yeah, Aubrey is correct, or Kelsa out of character is correct. Whether both of those people
whose
or
side are you
characters.
on, Kelsa? I forgot.
I'm on the side of you rolled a 9,
All right, fine.
so you look like an idiot. That's
Yeah.
the point.
we go back to the firefighting station and we just sit there waiting for cool things to happen, I guess.
All right, yeah, sure. Dave failed the investigation check, so we're just all gonna go home now.
Yep.
I mean, that's fair. All right, yeah. Sydney says go home. Let's just everybody just roll out.
Right.
Get back in the
But
fire
no,
truck.
and
Let's
the
drive that
fire
one
truck
block.
pulls up and
Yep.
then get it.
Wait, as the new smartest person in the group, I have an idea.
Okay, yeah.
All right, what if, hear me out now, what if we get a bunch of medical supplies, leave them right here underneath a really big box with a stick on it, so when he comes to get them, the box falls down and traps him?
Where are we gonna get a really big box?
I think he was joking.
Yeah, it was a joke.
See, I told you. I can always tell when it's a joke.
I can always
I
tell.
like the idea.
You guys have to look for clues. It's the scene of the crime.
I'm gonna get
I'll
out
take a
my
look
giant-
around.
Now we hit this guy, didn't we?
Yeah. No. You. Well, what was the damage that you did to him?
I hit him.
Yeah, you hit him. Then he electrocuted the shit out of you.
I hurt.
You hit him into a floppy truck. That's what you did.
I thought I smashed him into the concrete with my flat palm.
Yeah, he like
Uh.
power drived him or whatever.
Yeah. So there's a crater there, or not a crater. There's a mild crack.
There's a imprint of his face there. We use that with photo technology and find him.
No, but there is a crack in the concrete there. That's weird.
I'd like to point out that you rolled intimidation and not investigation.
That's the same thing.
Just in case your stats are different.
It'd be one
I
less.
thought I'd point that out.
Then I rolled an 8, not a 9, so you know.
Well, shit. I'm trying to help here, guys.
You're only hurting.
You're only hurting.
Elsa's investigation was good.
So help me out here, team. Help your GM out a little bit. Instead of I look around, perhaps describe the way in which you are investigating, what you are investigating, what you're looking at, where you're...
Are there any people around here, maybe some people who were there at the time of the drop that I could talk to and be like, hey, remember that asshole in a skull's bandana?
Yeah, I'm going into the
Got
police
him?
station building and
Okay.
looking around. If there's,
Okay.
I'm looking for people specifically.
One
Okay.
of them walks off. I'm gonna get my magnifying glass and I'm gonna look around the area. I have no idea where he was, but I'm gonna look around the area where Sydney was looking.
Actually, you
Can
know what?
I-
There is something I do. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I remember the place where he did his hero jump from.
Yes.
Can I go
It was,
there?
it was the middle building, the roof.
I want to go there.
Okay. So now I have 4 people going into 4 different places. So what you can do is each of the 4 of you can roll an investigation because each of the 4 of you is investigating.
Okay, I'm going to roll an investigation.
All right, come on.
That magnifying
Aaron.
glass, man. Holy shit.
Show them what you're made out of.
Maybe I should borrow that
You're
magnifying
made out of
glass.
crap. God.
Alright, enrolling intimidation. Here we go. Yeah!
You can't even find the police station.
All right.
Standing outside it, like,
I'm traumatized from this area. Okay?
I'm just imagining that gif of from it's a meme now. That gif of Alec Baldwin. No, not Alec Baldwin. Fuck. What's his fucking name? Anyway, he from God, it's annoying the shit out of me now. Where he walks into the guy's house and he just looks around and he goes, what? You know?
Oh,
You know
John
what?
Travolta.
John Travolta.
John Travolta. There we
Alec,
go. Yeah,
Alec
they're all the
Baldwin.
same.
What the fuck, Dave? Come on.
I just find a trench coat
Very
on the
much
side.
not
I
the
put
same.
it on my arm. I'm just like,
Yeah, totally.
All right. So, those are some interesting roll results. Let us deal with, firstly, Dirk Pecksmeat. Dirk, you have a magnifying glass, and you go around investigating with a magnifying glass, which turns out to be super effective.
You find hair samples, semen samples, and blood samples.
You're walking around the parking lot, looking like cartoonishly like somebody with a magnifying glass, like, you know, with your ass in the air. And
For
like,
some
your
reason,
eyes
I'm
around.
imagining Mary
100%.
following you, and then behind Mary is Strap.
Yeah,
like-
they're doing that. They're following.
I'm Inspector Gadget. She's Penny.
And Mary has a magnifying glass as well.
Of course.
And Stripe has the Sherlock Holmes hat on.
Yes, he does.
Yep.
So, yes, he does. And you guys are all walking around the parking lot like that, and your group is the first one to investigate that crater where it's not a crater. It's just the damage in the concrete where
Just his face imprinted on
Aaron,
the cement.
slammed that guy down. As you'll recall, it wasn't his face, but what you find in the crater with your magnifying glasses is actually useful. You see some. You see where the concrete gave away, and you see scraps of fabric caught in the cracks there.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up some a scrap.
It's very, very
The tag says hot topic. Oh shit, we got a clue.
no, it's return to Eugene if lost.
Well, I always put my name and where I live.
Address,
in my
phone number.
But seriously though, it is literally scraps of fabric from that stupid bandana he wears. Yeah, it's got like little skulls on it.
So it is from Hot Topic. Sweet.
So you find that in the crater. Good job. Aaron, you rolled a critical one, buddy.
Your brain hurts.
I wish that's all it was.
You owe me something embarrassing now, Aaron. What are you doing?
So you go into the police station and you're looking for people, and you're like, I will go into the basement because that is where people would be, in a basement like that. And you're going down the basement steps in the police station. They're very big. Like because the basement is also probably like where the holding cells are or something. Like there's meant to be a lot of traffic. This isn't like the basement steps in your grandma's house that you can barely fit down.
Is this
My
because
grandma
Sydney
keeps a lot of
told?
prisoners.
Is this because Sydney told him to keep his ear to the ground, and the basement is like even further past the ground? He's like,
Exactly.
No, I told him to stay frosty, actually, and then he decided that the best way to stay frosty was to go underground. So
Anyway, I need you to make a defense save.
Oh, I like the idea that he's just down here, just like sleeping.
Dodger parry.
I'm checking. I need you to make a will save, buddy.
Oh, I'm real good at that. Can I help?
Nope.
Damn it.
Nope.
I need you to make a toughness save. Oh, wait. No, I just subtract your toughness. Damn. Yeah. Okay. Also, it's been long enough. You should be cleared of any injuries if you still have them marked. Just time has passed. Yeah. So, you... Ooh.
Explode?
Hold on a second. Let me check my chart real quick.
Phantom Ivy, isn't it?
It's a problem when you've got to check your GM notes.
It's a
It's
problem.
a problem when I gotta check the chart about how someone dies.
Uh,
I mean, can't he turn into gas automatically? Didn't we decide that last time?
He doesn't have reflexive gas yet.
Damn it.
That's way down.
farts on command.
Oh my god, why is Foxit crashing again still? Oh, fuck you. Well, I guess I have to open with a different PDF reader.
Wait, you're still
I guess
using
nothing happens
Foxit
to
in
me.
this
Go
day
ahead,
and
moving on.
age? Damn. What are you after? I can
Radium's pretty good for Chrome.
Yeah, well, Foxit just decides that it doesn't work ever again anymore at all, period.
Yeah, Foxit's
So,
gone downhill, man. It really has.
PDFs are a big pile of shit.
I disagree.
all right, here we go.
I think they're great.
Your toughness is 3, because you haven't hulked out. The damage on this ability is...
The duck says, "Oh man, hey." Jeez, I don't know why. I just thought of that. I just did that.
damage bonus. Okay. Yeah, you survive, but you're staggered. You're staggered.
Slips on a banana peel, falls down the stairs.
a something. It's hard to tell. Something triggers a trap. The important part about it is that impossibly fast and razor thin and small, a wire shoots up the stairs, and the only reason you live at all is because when it's halfway through cutting you in half, you turn into gas.
Wow. Get fucked, Aaron.
When you recorporeate, the wire is behind you. You can see the sort of gizmo that gave it its tension and sprang, holding it taut at sort of the top of the stairs. And you see your own blood on it. And also you're clutching the gash in your stomach. You're starting to get like this really scarred up like front.
My beautiful, beautiful chest is sculpted over the years.
Well, it's actually
riddled with scars.
It's actually
Yeah, but that's kind of cool too.
Yeah, it's
Being
really bad to
pinned
have
to
them
a
on your back
wall,
because
having an eye beam through me, now being wired, like cut like a piece of cheese with floss.
yeah. So, you know, as a swordsman, it's actually really bad to have scars on your back. So, I learned that.
At least
from
these are on
anime.
my chest, so I'm good, right?
You good? Yeah.
Maybe a swordsman still.
Still a swordsman.
So,
I would
yeah,
like to leave this.
I have literally no idea what that conversation was about.
So gravy.
that's what you find. Nobody else finds anything. Aubrey, you don't find anybody to talk to. And Dave, you go up on the roof and you see that, you know, stuff happened up here, but you don't find anything that leads you anywhere. You
Does
don't
it give
find
me
any-
an idea that maybe there was someone else here as well?
No, not from anything that you're seeing. I mean, you do know that the floppies were here and chased him off, tried to pursue him. You do know that the supplies were pulled up to the roof of this building, and you can see that like gravel that makes up this building has like big gouges in it where they kept being dragged.
Okay.
But that you don't like find anything up here specific.
Okay. All right.
But Mary is shouting, "We found a clue!"
I jump off. No, I don't. I go down.
I mean, you can.
I'm
over there calmly.
You know what? Fuck it.
I'm
Yeah, I
waving
jump
this-
off. I do a superhero landing.
You don't do a superhero landing. Your blood tentacle comes out and slow falls you.
Sweet. I like that. But
I'm
then I do a hero
waving
landing
this bit of scrap of bandana under Stripe's nose,
Yep.
but from a long distance. I'm like,
Find the thing, boy.
That'll never work. You have to get closer to him.
okay, so I like take a step away and lean a little bit closer. It's literally the same distance.
Yeah, like I think that Aubrey will come up and like stand a little bit too close to Dirk, comfort like and put a comforting arm around his shoulder, and then yeah,
Don't do a Stripe.
you're looking right at Stripe. Yeah,
He's tricky.
let me do this, and like he'll like take his hand down your arm and take the scrap of material from you, and then walk over to Stripe and kneel down and like let the dog smell it.
Stripe smells it, and then smells your hand, and then licks your hand, and then like smells the ground, and then smells his butt.
Perfect dog. Wood dog again. I don't think he's trained as a tracker.
Yeah, I sort of walk up and I'm just like, he's more of a keep the kids feeling happy kind of dog.
He does the best job of that. Mary hugs him.
Yeah, he's really good at that.
Well, we get a clue at least.
Maybe, like how that the one lady you know has the eyeball. Maybe there's somebody who's got a nose.
I like look around and everyone is like, does anyone here have a nose?
Well, I suppose if Anna has eyes, maybe someone among the mutants has nose.
I think she means
Always-
magic nose.
That was what I
Duh.
meant.
Duh! Oh my god, duh!
I can
I like looking at
head
him.
over there and
What's he like?
talk with them if you like.
I mean, we could all go.
They'd prefer that less people knew where they were.
I mean, we all know where they are.
I mean, I'd really like to see Hannah again.
Hey, Mary,
Yeah?
let's go over there.
Where?
Anywhere.
What?
Fine. Don't take too long, though.
All right.
Do you need the clue?
Probably best if she takes it. He takes it.
You should put it in like a Ziploc baggie because you're gonna go in the sewers.
That's a good idea. Dirk, do you have anything that I could put this in?
Pulls out a Tupperware container.
Right.
Yeah, I bring up this really big Tupperware container. I open it up.
I put my miniatures in there.
I grab another one out of it, and it's like the Russian dolls until I get to one that's like small and tiny.
I like
Just
it.
constantly opening all these Tupperwares.
Yep, makes sense.
It's more space effective that way.
All right, I'll put the scrap in a Tupperware, and I wanted to head over to the mutant compound.
All right, you go to the mutant compound. Do you know how to knock on the door from inside the sewer?
Yes. That's a secret knock.
Right. So you get there.
I figure that I get out of the sewer like before that, and then like go to the front door of the supermarket.
He has a boombox that's playing Hannah's favorite song.
The
Yeah,
super,
totally.
so the Canada Mart itself, through a contrivance of various other businesses being around it and parking lot, had a fence that has been fortified, and you can't get past it.
No normies.
Can I
allowed.
like be like, hey, what's up, guys?
Well, it's more like there's literally not a door. There's no gate.
Oh.
Well, I mean,
guess-
you could break down the fence.
I guess I will call what's his name?
My name's Sydney, by the way.
Kent?
Kent. Thank you. That's the word.
You call Kent.
Yeah. I mean, he's the one whose number I have. So,
Hello?
Kent,
Yeah.
it's Aubrey.
Yeah.
I was hoping to ask you a favor. Or
Yeah.
two, really.
Uh-huh.
Has this Skull Kid been giving you any trouble?
He gave you trouble. We only found out about him because he attacked you.
Well, we found a clue that might lead us to him.
Uh-huh.
I was hoping I could talk to you to see if you had anyone who could help us decipher it. As long as I'm here.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought I might get a chance to talk to Hannah again.
Uh-huh.
Handsy Hannah, huh?
3 days, huh?
What
He
can I
can't
say?
hear me shrug, but
Let me be your monologue real quick. What can I say? Aubrey's thirsty.
Well, you know where the door is.
Yeah.
is there a special knock?
Yes.
The special knock is calling us and letting us know you're coming so we can open it.
All right, I'll be there in 5.
Okay.
Making
He
me
hangs
10.
up. Yep. And the door is open when you... Well, the sewer lid is
Yeah.
removed when you get there. 2 other mutants that you haven't seen before are on duty.
Duty. Sewers.
One guy looks like he's a robot. like he's not, but sort of looks like it. You can tell he's still made out of meat, but he's very angular and like flat in places. It's very creepy.
Like I'm picturing
Colossus.
Crichton from Red Dwarf.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that works.
But maybe I haven't seen Red Dwarf.
Really?
You're missing out,
Leave
man.
this show right now and go and watch all 10.
Well, so
10
here's the thing. I watched the first episode of Red Dwarf and didn't laugh once.
As in the first season,
No, the first episode.
The
Of the
first
first
episode
season.
of the first season.
because
Yeah.
the first season, it's a bit of a grower. A cult classic, one might say.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. So, yeah, I watched the first episode and didn't laugh, so I didn't watch any more. I think that's fair.
It was made back in the day where you didn't have to get thousands and thousands and millions upon people watching and raving your show before they let you bed in a little bit. Start with season 3.
That's a good. Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
What do you mean just start with season? Whatever.
It's fine.
Comedy
It's fine.
show. It's not fucking Game of Thrones.
There's not. The plot is so thin.
Uh-huh.
I consider Game of Thrones a comedy.
Beautiful.
Anyway, so you there's the other guy on watch.
He's just a giant nose. It's really weird.
It's just so convenient.
They call me the Smelter.
He sort of looks like a caveman. Like he's got sort of like he looks like a cartoon caveman, though not an actual caveman. Like he's got sort of cartoonishly large forearms.
Is he
and,
dragging
like, big,
someone
hairy
by the
feet.
hair?
No. But that's what he looks like.
Okay.
Anyway, they're the ones who are supposedly on watch, but Kent is sitting there, enshrouded as he always is, lifting up the sewer lid through whatever means he does. And he says, "Hey,
Hey, boo.
Hello.
business or pleasure first?"
Well, my balls are aching, so where's Hannah?
Let's take care of business, and I can dedicate
Care of business.
myself to pleasure.
Uh-huh. No, you really care about her. Well, what's your clue?
Oh,
What do you need?
We found this, and I like pull out the Tupperware. We're hoping we can
Tupperware?
find inside the Tupperware.
What is inside the Tupperware?
It's a scrap of fabric.
From Skull Kid.
That's right. I was hoping maybe someone would be able to help us track him down.
Oh, I see. You're thinking, I'll go over to the Freaks, and I bet somebody in the Freaks has a dog nose, right? Right?
No, I figured that my good friends here at this enclave is one of the largest collection of people affected by the Fulcrum, and therefore most likely have the widest selection of talents.
The one's most likely to have a big fucking nose with big freaky powers. I see how it is.
Look, I'm just looking for an excuse that I can talk to Hannah.
Yeah, uh-huh. Or you're just looking for an excuse to get here and ask me for favors.
Welcome to Flavortown. Population Kent.
Can you help me or not?
He puts
Yeah.
the lid back down.
Hey, nose, come over here.
He puts the lid back down. He says, "Leave the Tupperware."
And your belt.
All right,
And, like,
I'll hand it over.
he just like motions to put it down on the floor.
Put it on the floor then.
He
He
stomps on it.
lifts the curtain to like the rest of the mutant commune, as if for you to pass underneath it, like
Mm-hmm.
into the mutant commune. And you know where Hannah lives.
I'll go there.
As you're passing him, he says, "You know she only likes you because you're normal."
I only like it because he's got 6 hands.
Yeah. Like he frowns. He frowns a little bit at that.
And then like he like has already closed the curtain and is disappearing back into the rest of the place. So, you go see Hannah?
Oh yeah, totally.
All right.
Roll for sexual encounter.
It doesn't have to be sex.
You just cry a little bit.
Really?
He's like, why don't you actually like me?
No. You cry either during or after the sex.
Someone
And not
who is
before.
both.
someone who isn't a member of the commune making his way through the commune causes a non-zero amount of hubbub. So the word probably gets to Hannah before you get to her that you're coming. So she runs out to meet you and hugs you with 6 arms. And you feel both her pairs of breasts push up against you.
Fantastic.
Both her pairs of breasts. How many boobs does she have? 4?
She has 4 boobs.
Oh, wow. I forgot about
She
that.
has boobs.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean,
Okay.
that was the bonus. That's not why. That's not why he's into her. It's just, maybe why he's coming back. Okay, so yeah, like now that I thought I'd see you. Now that the phone lines are back up, maybe I could actually get your number.
Aww.
Honey, you
She
have to
like
go through my pimp.
she kisses you on the cheek, and despite her mutation, you're still taller than her, so she's tiptoeing. So it's very cliched. She will give you her number. She certainly won't protest that. But what else are you like? She's just happy to spend time with you. But you're the man here. You're showing up unannounced, sort of your lead for the date.
I mean, there's not like I can't take her out to a fine restaurant.
I mean, they have a food court.
It's not the same.
Yeah, go to
It's the best
fucking...
cooking in the city right now.
Okay, that is true, but I don't have
Hey, baby,
barter
have
to
you been
pay
to
for it.
Panda
And I
Express
feel kind of
lately?
awkward being like, yeah, let me take you to the place you normally go for food and eat the food with you that I'm in no way contributing to. So, yeah.
You're
I
saying
mean-
that like a bad thing.
Come on, Aubrey, have you never gone on a date just because you're hungry?
I mean, this is a free meal, a free shag, and free investigation.
Wait, they have coffee, don't they?
They do.
Oh, damn, we're hella going
Yeah,
there.
I
Never mind,
imagine. I
lied.
imagine you come back and
Would you like to go out for a cup of coffee at the place where you have coffee?
I
imagine you come back and City's just
Maybe
like,
we could talk some over coffee.
you had coffee.
All right. So I'm going to make you make a roll here.
Okay.
And I'm making you make a roll here because you very visibly changed your mind when you remembered that they have coffee. So I want you to roll either deception or persuasion. Your stats in both of them are the same, but you have to roll for her not to catch on that you just want coffee. Clearly.
Okay, I don't just want coffee. He was trying to think of something that would be like
yes,
but then he's like, "Oh God, I have this terrible headache."
Do you think
coffee?
Do you think even though you don't just want to be there for coffee, do you think that if a woman picked up on the fact that part of your motivation was coffee, that they wouldn't just assume that your whole motivation was coffee?
I mean, that's fair.
Anyway, roll the dice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with persuasion. I think that's more appropriate to.
Plus, I have like 10 ranks in that shit. So what's up?
Now, you can breathe a sigh of relief because you did make the DC. It wasn't a high DC.
She's very dumb.
Okay, good.
But if it had been one lower, you would have failed.
Well, thank
10 was the
goodness.
DC.
Thank goodness.
Makes it, breaks it.
Brexit.
1 is not 0. So anyway, she doesn't pick up on anything, like her eyes or her eyelids are flutter for a second, like she's thinking about something, but then she takes you out for coffee. You get coffee. Your withdrawal is satiated.
get another plus.
You're
17
way too
on
into
your
the
die.
coffee, though. It's a little weird. It's like, my body is over here. Like, that's sort of her, like, my mouth and my voice and all
My
of my...
tits are down here. Hello.
You're not paying attention to my like I mean after the coffee, I mean like okay, so his deal like is to ask a few simple leading questions to get her to open up a little bit while he can sit there and drink the coffee and just listen. He's a really good listener, but also he'd really like that coffee. It's like multitasking.
All right, roll persuasion again.
Okay.
God.
See if I can roll not
Are we
shit
gonna
this
do
time.
the whole date between you two, or just the start?
It's fine.
We're going to do the date as long as it takes for the other part of what she did to do a thing.
Okay.
So for some period of time,
I mean, I want to have a date with Spencer too. Like, can I have a date with Mary? Like, what's going on there?
yeah. Do you want to have
That's
a date with
weird.
Mary? Yeah, like that's illegal. Do you want to have a tea party with Mary?
Sure, let's fucking do it. Let's do it
All
side
right.
by side.
All right.
Both of
So-
us get
I'll only do it if I'm allowed to wear a dress.
So here's an important detail. Like, you guys gave her own room.
of course.
Because you had a room.
Yeah.
Like you had a room that wasn't big enough for an adult to have a room, and like so you were just using it for nothing really, like storage. And then Mary showed up, and you're like, okay, well this is a kid-sized room, so we'll give it to her, and then she'll feel independent and safe, and she won't be staying with anyone in particular, and no one will have to worry about drinking late at night.
I
or
assume
watching
myself
movies.
and Aaron are even like probably just in the designated like, yep,
bunks. Yeah.
you're just here in the bunks. Like we don't need fucking our own rooms or whatever.
Anyway, like at some point when you didn't realize it, like you guys come back from sending Aubrey off on her date / investigation, and Mary's like, let's have a tea party. Who says yes?
Aaron
do
is
you
down.
have actual
Aaron says
tea?
yes.
Aaron is definitely going.
Sydney says yes. Dirk, you say yes?
Definitely down for a tea party.
Yay! She up to her room.
I'm gonna keep the. I'm gonna bust out the tiara she gave me.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah,
going.
it's
Still trying to make Sydney wear the clown mask.
Oh god.
Hi.
You did say you bought a lot of stupid clown shit. Now I believe you.
Why did you buy a lot of stupid clown shit?
Because clown's terrifying.
Look, he's got a new
I
girlfriend
fucking
and
love
she's really into clown stuff. Okay, like
My lord.
And everyone's freaking out about clowns at the moment. It's
Yeah.
Kelsa appreciates my pro mute.
we
So-
heard everything.
It was
though.
on fleek.
So who goes up to her room?
I thought fleek was eyebrows. Do I have to learn new terminology?
His sneeze was eyebrows.
What?
Well, on fleek is your eyebrows are on fleek. You make up
It-
some point. and
It
your
is.
sneeze
Look,
is
I
off.
don't know how slang works. I just use it, okay?
We're wasting time.
His mute was pretty lit, fam.
Anyway,
There
who
you go.
goes up to Mary's room?
I don't.
All three of us. Oh,
Sydney doesn't. Okay.
I'm going.
All right. So,
No,
Aaron,
it's
I
too
think
small,
so.
so I suggest we do it in. Go to my room.
Aaron and Dirk go up to Mary's room, and Aaron, you probably don't realize this because you're an idiot, but Dirk,
not that dumb. Average.
You couldn't find a police station. You were standing inside.
I found.
a trap, and then told no one.
They can figure out the for
What
themselves.
happened to you?
Like you're actively bleeding under your shirt, and no one has questioned it, or you have not even
It's-
brought up.
To be fair, is it even that weird? But by this point, that I'm just.
Aaron wandered off, and he's come back, and he's all cut up. And it's like whatever. The room, Mary's room, is completely kitted out like a 8-year-old girl's room.
Where did you get all the stuff from?
Found it. The walls are also painted pink, with unicorns on them.
Where? Who painted the unicorns?
It's wallpaper.
Where did you get wallpaper?
Found it.
Where?
the wallpaper plays. Look, you're supposed to be in character. We're having a tea party.
Sorry.
So, Mr. Pennywhistle, how was the day?
Excellent, Mr. I'm sorry I didn't catch your name.
My name is Jeremy Jemima Pants.
Jeremy Jemima Pants, how very fortuitous that you have come at such a time. My daughter, the princess, has been kidnapped. But so frightful. Let us drown our troubles in tea.
This is very good tea. Very nice. I haven't had such tea since the Duke of Buckingham gave me tea.
Right, so the best tea party ever happens. Between
I mean, I'm gonna have to hear Aaron also role
like
play.
no, both Dirk and Mary turn to you like expectantly, like just dead stare.
Pinky up.
The tea is fantastic.
Do a voice.
I'm so very pleased you invited me to your tea party.
This was a meritorious venture.
Yes, excellent.
Yeah.
You guys have a tea party. Sydney doesn't participate, and therefore Mary doesn't like him anymore.
That's cool.
That was some pretty meta roleplay inside a roleplay game.
Yeah, by the way, you got a bunch of tea party points. But can only be spent during tea party play. So just keep that in mind for the next time we play tea party.
Yeah, I think I want to evolve my power where I can host tea parties wherever I want.
And then use tea party points. Yeah.
I like
So-
the
I'd like
idea
to evolve
that
my pinky.
you have to, in order to make your role better in tea party time, you have to have tea party points, and it's like, yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, 1,000,000 tea party points to Peachy and 10 to Nightmare. Back at the date, you have successfully gotten her to talk about her while you just drink coffee. But it doesn't last as long as you were hoping to stall for. You haven't quite finished your coffee when she's like, "Are you even listening?" That sort of thing.
Of course I am. You were just telling me how you are really sad that you haven't been able to talk to your mother because you always would explain to her about when the seasons changed, when you noted the different flowers that are growing in the garden. And then you went off on a tangent about how there's no flowers here in the conclave. And
I was talking about shoes. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's fine. That's everything she was talking about, and she seems satisfied. And she grabs your hand, and squeezes it, in like, "Oh, you were listening. Want to fuck?"
yeah, he's just totally on board with that.
Yep. So she leads you by the hand back to her place.
That's probably the
Like,
easiest
can
date
she
ever.
can he surreptitiously bring the coffee cup with him and can drink cold coffee later?
You would have finished that coffee. Like, let's
There
be
is not
real.
a drop left in that cup.
Oh, you just gulped it down. It's gone.
Yeah, you would have been like
I'll do it.
licking the
Like-
empty cup. You'd have been like,
It's like, yeah, hey, you wanna come back? It's like,
I like the
It's
way
like-
that.
And she's like, you better.
I like the way that
you're
your face fucking that
coffee.
I like the way that you're face fucking that cup right now. Come upstairs.
Yeah, basically,
yeah.
it's like, wow, dude, face fuck me as hard as you face fuck that coffee.
he's into it. It's fine.
Now that you've got something hot inside of you,
Mm-hmm.
How are
Right.
you, children?
So,
Fortitude roll. Is that what that means? Roll defense against her.
I mean,
against
no, so
fortitude?
first, tell me how you're making love to her, and then I will assign an appropriate skill check.
Well, first I'm parrying her attacks at me, and then I use my my new invention that I was just welding earlier today.
I sleight of hand to find the clitoris.
Sleight of hand.
That's an investigation check.
That's
know.
actually, that's actually,
No, I'm gonna use my nose to find the clitoris. Thank you very much. That's a much more effective tool.
it's not sleight of hand. It's see illusionary door. Find the clitoris.
Well, it's not a door, so maybe that would help.
No, but it's an illusion.
It's not though.
That's the joke, Elsa. I'm a man. I'm calling the clit an illusion. It's whatever. Well, we've dissected this frog.
Remember when
The
this
sleight
game
of
was
hand is
serious?
to, fake that you don't actually know what it is, and you just rummage around for 20 minutes. Oh, this one makes a different noise.
We get the most follows during sex jokes.
You're welcome.
Woo! Anyway, you have sex.
Perfect.
Achievement unlocked.
That's all we needed, really.
Is that worth a hero point?
No.
In the next scene, the smell goes. The nose goes. I smell someone having sex right now.
I smell a normie having sex right now.
What's up? What's up, Wreckage? My main man.
You get a phone call.
Hello, Sydney.
Hey, it's Ken.
Oh, hey, Ken. What can I do for you?
We made progress on your clue. We want to help you take down Skull Kid.
I'm interested.
Meet at random location in Canada City.
Are you sure? Last time I heard they had ants there. Wasn't that great?
Look, that's just where we're meeting.
All right,
I'm gonna
man.
help you find him, and then you guys can take him down. If that's what you're interested in, I assume that's why you gave me.
No, you read me like a book. I want to beat
Yeah.
that Skull Kid's face in.
Yeah, okay. So meet at that random location.
All right. So maybe I go upstairs and I'm just like, I like you can hear me stomping up the stairs, and everyone's like super quiet, and I kick in the door. No, I don't. I open the door. And I'm just like,
Hey, Sydney, there's a fully furnished 8-year-old girl's room in this supply closet.
I'll ask about this later, but who's wanting to go talk to a mutant about Skull Kid?
Oh, the Skull Kid. Did we solve the mystery?
I do believe we did.
I want to come.
All right. So I guess, yeah. As always, I say, Mary, put on your booties.
My booties are always already on.
All right. Good.
Stop treating me like a child. She runs outside.
So I'm not gonna go. I am gonna go and look at some information.
Okay. What information are you going to look at?
I'm gonna need a band-aid first.
Oh, look. He's waiting.
Hello Kitty sticking plasters.
They don't fit over a chest-wide stomach wound.
I just put it in the middle.
I mean, that'll help it seal. You know, it's like stitches.
How did you do this?
Believe it or not, this time it was the stairs.
Right. I don't think stairs are your friend.
No, the police station. I think it was a stair. Came up, hit me square in the chest.
That's the stairs hit you.
Stairs are dangerous. You should.
Stairs
away
are
from
dangerous.
We should probably get ramps, poles, ropes.
You have poles.
We should get
It's a
them
fire
all
station.
throughout the entire city. Is what I'm trying to get at.
That sounds
Yeah,
like a
pretty
very
stairs.
complex kind of plan.
I didn't say it was going to be easy.
Maybe you should just learn how to step.
Too hard.
Right. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to go change out of my tutu and we'll go.
I think they're leaving already.
Shit.
Okay.
And I'm gonna, for the next couple of hours, I guess, while they're out, I'm gonna be taking off bits of data from my cache of data and seeing if blue things appear. and
So
see
what
if
you're
I can-
saying is you're not going.
I am not going because I want to get this shit because it's useless as it is right now.
I mean, that's true, but you could also just do it in like narrative downtime. You don't have to sacrifice play. If you don't want to, you can. I'm not going to stop you.
I mean, I don't know when I'm gonna have time, and I want this information.
All right. It's fair.
Have we had downtime yet? Because
Yeah, we just skipped forward a day, like at the start of
did
this
we?
episode.
Oh,
yeah.
I probably. Oh no, I didn't know about it.
Yeah, you didn't know about it yet. You learned about it a couple hours ago, but we've done day-long skips all the time. So
Okay, I'm just gonna go to my room, grab a load of stuff, and then as as Aaron's trying to like remove a tutu, I'm just gonna tug on him. Come on, let's go. Left foot,
Wait. Oh,
right foot.
I'm
going
wearing
at
it.
202.
I'm
Yep.
wearing it. Let's go.
Yep. All right. So Sydney, you're leaving the house with Aaron in a tutu.
I'm taking the fire pole downstairs, by the way.
All right.
You know, you look a little more ridiculous than you normally do.
I feel a little more ridiculous than I normally do. But think of it this way: they're gonna be looking for superheroes. They're not gonna be looking for a man in a tutu.
Have
like
you read Deadpool?
This is the first time I literally turn to the camera and I look at the audience and then I just turn back. And we just leave. We just leave, you know.
Yeah.
That's it.
Aubrey, you are in coitus.
Mid coitus.
When I'm interrupted.
Well, the question is, do you have your cell phone on mute or not?
Yes.
Mulatto
Okay, then.
butts.
I don't know why that was a question.
Butts. Big booty butts.
Well, because you don't get interrupted, you have coitus instead of finding out about this.
No, it's fine. If I need to stay home.
Robot.
You might need to
you're
fix that.
robotic.
You might need to fix that mic.
No!
Yep, I know.
Ah.
I don't know why you can't ever keep your sound working, Kelsa. I'm sure you don't
Am I
either.
better?
Nope. Oh God, you're worse. All right, it's fine though because coitus is preventing you from being involved in the next scene anyway. By your own hand, you have removed. Anyway,
hand is 6.
so the 5 of you head out to and
What?
meet with the mutants.
Cool. Yeah.
They have given you a street address, so you go to the street. You probably take the sewers, but you go above ground at that point.
Yep.
And from the shadows, Kent reveals himself.
Hey.
Hey,
Hello,
Bah.
Kent. So, you have some news for us?
yeah, I know where Skull Kid is.
Great.
And
And, well, Anna, was able to, look inside his little hidey hole.
Oh.
Please don't tell me there's stairs.
I mean, there are stairs, but the real
Damn.
problem is that it's filled with traps.
Interesting. Wreckage, can you remind me what my special ability thingy was that I got that dealt with traps or something?
You don't have one?
There was like an advantage or something like that.
Oh,
we rolled a failed check against hazards.
Fire stuff, like
Second
instead of
chance.
dodging stuff.
Does that work on traps?
No.
Really? It's a hazard
No.
though, right?
Yeah, it's so yeah, what you have is hazardous, and so what your advantage allows you to do
Yeah.
is environmental hazards. So an environmental hazard is like a pit of bubbling acid, not a bear trap.
What if the trap is a pit of bubbling acid?
Then that's different.
it's okay, everyone. I have played a rogue on many times playing Dungeons and Dragons. I got this.
10-foot pole.
I mean, if she's already seen the traps, could you not tell us where they were all located?
Just because she can see them doesn't mean she knows what they do or how they're activated.
Right.
All
10-foot
she-
pole then?
The only reason she knows there are traps is because there are a couple of bodies that have been skewered by triggered traps.
What type of house is it?
It's not a house.
Well, what is it then?
It was an old service tunnel for planned subterranean subway system.
Why does everyone live in a fucking tunnel in this city? I swear to God.
Well,
It's cool.
safe.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll deal with that.
Well, if you saw the video, they took care of the mole man, so it's safe down there now.
I guess. Where is it located?
Well, a valid entrance is in this alley right here. But
Oh.
like I said, traps, and we don't know how they work or what they do. And there's a lot of them.
So I walk over to the alleyway and I'm just like, are you gonna join us?
Me? No.
Nah, you seem like you're the type of guy that would enjoy a rumble every once in a while.
Make an awareness check.
I thought you were married for a second.
You mean perception?
No, I mean awareness.
Is
No,
that
I
it?
mean, what is it? Holy shit. It's not awareness. It's insight. There we go. It is based off awareness, but that is the word of that roll.
22. Get fucked wreckage. It's a 22.
Yeah, you totally crushed it, which means you see that even though he doesn't speak or have facial expressions, he's actually really offended by that. Like the insinuation that he is big and therefore likes fighting offends him greatly. And you sort of catch an exasperated exhale,
Yeah.
as well as the sort of change in his body posture. When you
Listen,
sort
the
of
reason
say that,
I'm
and he
yeah.
vocally,
So the moment I catch that, I'm just like, the reason I said that is because I'm after this man for reasons that he keeps taking supplies away from the people.
yeah, no, he deserves to go down. I don't disagree with you about that. I'm not a fighter.
I'll keep that in mind.
I do it professionally.
Now, I found your guy, found your target. I'm not sending any of my men into a death trap like that.
Do you have an idea to get around the death traps? I would prefer to avoid those.
Suggesting you find one, but I'm not the boss of you.
So I turn to Dirk and I'm like, Dirk, you wouldn't happen to have a 10-foot pole in that inventory of yours, would you?
Oh, that's
Wreckage, mechanically, what is finding and disarming traps in this system?
10-foot pole.
So it is perception to find
Sweet.
and
Got that in
technology
spades.
to disarm, assuming they even can be.
Hey, look at that. We've got
I
two
can't
people
see
that do
them
that.
very well, but if we can find them, I can probably take them apart.
Oh, don't worry. This shouldn't be any different from navigating a burning house.
Hear me out, guys.
I really hope it isn't on fire.
It's very different than navigating a burning
For
house.
one thing, his tutu is 90% polyester.
It's very flammable right now.
It's very
Hear me
flammable.
out. I got an idea. We get like a bunch of like goats, and we just push them down the hallway. I don't know where we're gonna get goats.
With that, I just walk into the alleyway and go, go down the bottom.
I just do this.
Yeah. Perception checks
I
all
saw it in a
around.
movie.
All right. Well, first of all, you
Did you see that?
Kent has unhinged a door that was like handleless. You know, one of those doors in an alley that like its exterior doesn't even have a spot where a handle should be.
Yeah.
It's just like a metal thing.
Uh-huh.
He's like pushed it until it broke in. And what you see is sort of an unlit concrete, like public services
Access,
tunnel. Yeah. That goes down into the dark.
All right. So before we go down,
I'm gonna give Sydney my I probably have one of these Wreckage. It's the LED headlamp when you're
Yep.
working in the PC.
Sure. Yep. Yeah.
s-
Flashlights.
So
Fine.
I turn to Mary and I put my hand on her shoulder and I'm like, Mary,
Yeah.
Do you remember that discussion we had about making sure that you stay safe?
Yeah.
I want you to come with us, but do you think you
Uh-huh.
can make sure that you stay out of harm's way?
I'm fine.
Okay, good girl. And then I stand up and I just flick on the lamp and I'm just like, all right, let's go crush a kid's dreams, I suppose. I start walking down the stairs.
Yeah, but they're bad dreams.
Exactly. Crushing them all the same.
All right. So at first it's just service corridor. And there's nothing to even indicate that there's any danger. But eventually the service corridor empties out into like a junction of corridors.
Yeah.
And you can't tell which way you're supposed to go, except for that there is a sprung trap that has cut some guy in half, and it sprung up a flight of concrete staircases that go down from this juncture of hallways.
Okay.
I'm having second thoughts.
Let's. Can we avoid the stairs? I'm okay with that.
In fact, this trap is a wire, and it has dug into the concrete wall behind the dude that it cut in half. It's also smelly. This happened a little while ago.
So I just sort of say to the group, I'm just like, I'm pretty comfortable going first. Maybe
I'm okay with that.
You guys should lag behind just a little bit. In case I accidentally trigger one, I feel like I'll be alright all the same. But
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
just in case.
It would be better if you could find them.
I mean, you just have to worry about the first one, really.
That's reassuring, I guess. So, yeah, I go first, and I'm being careful. Like, I'm
Okay. You're being careful.
auto-casting perception, you know?
Okay, well, you don't auto-cast perception. You roll it. You roll it right now.
Okay. How's a 13 do you, bruh?
I'm very scared of these stairs.
That's enough.
too.
Because, you know, I'm
Is there a
good at my
pole?
job.
Do you give him the 10-foot pole? Since he's going first? Or do you have the 10-foot pole?
Well, no, he's got the pole because he was asking for the pole.
I thought that was a
Alright.
joke, but okay, sure, I have a 10-foot pole.
No, he pulled out a 10-foot pole from his pocket.
Oh, he
Classic
did?
D&D 10-foot pole is the
Yeah,
best
he's got a
thing
10-foot
you
pole.
know.
What about a herd of cows? Do you have one of those?
No.
I
He doesn't
don't.
have a herd of cows.
I've like a little model
Look,
of a sheep.
one
I
cow
have this
costs
my train set.
one cow costs 10 coins, alright? So
My
we
question
can get
is,
like
is Sydney
100 of them.
actually using a 10-foot pole?
I mean, if I see a trap, then yeah.
Only if you see a trap. Okay.
I mean, I'm being cautious, but like I don't like blind man away down the hallway with a 10-foot pole. If that's what you're asking.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
I don't
Because
do
that's
that.
the proper way to use a 10-foot pole.
I get that, but you know,
Actually, the proper way to use a 10-foot pole is to tie up a hostage and push them along with a 10-foot pole. That's the prop, because some traps are like intruder activated or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they're magic.
That's
so
great.
you tie somebody up and you push him along with a 10-foot
that's
pole.
such a D&D thing to do. Just find some random guy and tie him up and push him down a trap.
That's why all my
hallway.
D&D characters have loads of rope. Whenever we go to a shop, you got any rope? I want rope.
So anyway, I need you to make a will save.
Oh, this is my jam right here. How's a 20 fucking 6, bruh?
You're still dazed as a
You're still dead, but
you're hopefully this emphasizes the severity of the situation you find yourself in. You are dazed and take a -1 penalty to further rolls, as while you're walking along, similar to what killed the man upstairs, you unwittingly spring a trap that is multiple razor wires that all shoot up to the ceiling simultaneously from below you.
Yeah.
You get hurt, and then your reflexive armor turns on, and your regeneration will start.
Yeah.
But you are real fucked up.
Yeah, so-
lesser man would have been killed.
So yeah, maybe it's one of those things where like maybe at like Like, my regeneration works for limbs coming back and stuff, right?
No, actually.
Okay.
Um,
So it's not that good. See, I was thinking that it would be like I just put my if I whatever limb, just push it against it, and then it will like.
I
do
mean,
that
maybe
thing.
if you set it properly, but it won't just like Deadpool back a limb.
Okay.
Like,
I won't have like a little baby hand for an hour or something like that.
I bet it feels huge in this hand.
Yeah. So yeah, like maybe it like it skewers me a little bit, and I sort of like pull myself off the thing, and I'm just like, I'm gonna need a couple of minutes, real quick.
That was violent.
Ugh.
It's like one of those video games you play.
Yeah, I just sort of sit back and like let myself sort of heal up again, and then I sort of stand up, and like I imagine by the end of this, my clothes are gonna be real fucked up.
Oh, your clothes are super fucked up right now.
Yeah.
You can wear my tutu.
No, thank you. So yeah, I sort of just sit still for a minute and collect myself, or 2 minutes, I guess exactly.
Like literally, you're
like
just,
literally
on
2
the floor,
minutes.
pulling your blood in like this.
I just like pull out a
Is this my
stopwatch and I just
screen?
wait 120 seconds. Okay, we're good. And then I continue down the hallway.
Sydney, maybe you should find the traps.
Yeah, I kind of know what I need to look for now.
Okay, because that's nasty.
Mechanically, having sprung a trap does not mean you know what you're looking for.
Look, I just tell people that. Okay,
I know. I'm just making sure that you know.
I get a +1 going forward for being awesome and being a heroic
No,
man.
you don't. Well, you wish you do.
Yeah. All right.
Um,
So what's next?
I was really quickly trying to see if I could find a picture of what you see. Okay, who here has watched Hellsing Ultimate? Wow. Why am I friends with any of you? You know what? Fuck it. This show's over. I'm just kidding.
Don't leave me. I need you guys.
So I was going to use a metaphor that would have been explainable, because I would have referenced a scene
Oh
from
yeah, I have seen this.
Hellsing Ultimate.
Okay.
But what you see is somebody who sprung a similar trap to you that didn't make it. Just a bunch of taut wires from floor to ceiling that have shards of meat and like a torso.
So,
all
is
gunked
there
up in
anything particular about these guys that are invading this home?
Yeah, they look like sort of loners or drifters, not like hobos per se. They have almost a sort of urban survivalist look to them, like a shredded backpack filled with supplies scattered underneath the corpse is also part of the ensemble.
If there's any guns on the ground, I pick one up.
There is not.
If there's any big knives on the ground, I pick one up. Anyway, I continue moving down the hallway.
Yeah, Red Dwarf is not as important as Hellsing Ultimate.
Strongly disagree.
You haven't even seen Hellsing Ultimate, and you
No, I have.
you're changing your mind?
Yeah,
only thing
I just googled it and I've seen.
The only thing I know about Hellsing Ultimate is Police Girl. Anyway,
Yeah, that's the only thing you need to know. Anyway, yeah. So no weapons are immediately. You keep going forward though.
I do, yes.
All right. Well, now your protection is on.
Sweet.
So that's good.
Yeah,
Make another perception check.
sweet. I will. Fucking 23, motherfucker.
All right. This is a high one.
You still don't spot it though, so get fucked.
I do actually have to check. I don't know if the DC for his trap hiding is 20 or 25.
See, even if you're good at things in this game, it doesn't fucking matter. I have 10 in perception, and it's like, yeah, nah, bruh.
So, excuse me. Well, that does mean you rolled a 20 or a 13, which
Yeah.
is not an amazing roll. Anyway, you do see the next trap. this one is the exact same as the trap that you just passed.
What was that?
You-
What was that? I mechanically don't see that, but narratively I do. That's amazing.
No, you do see it mechanically and narratively.
Yeah, because I triggered the last one on purpose.
Because you triggered the last one, you know what the last triggering mechanism was because it went up your foot.
That's right, it did.
And you see it in front of you.
Can I trigger it without harm?
With a 10-foot pole?
Yeah,
Poke it with a 10-foot pole.
I poke it.
It triggers and destroys the 10-foot pole.
Sweet.
Dirk, you
Is it a
hear
5-foot pole now?
the
It's
pieces
a
of your
9-foot
10-foot
pole.
pole clatter to the ground.
I could just take that apart.
Do you trust your ability to take apart a literal death trap?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Oh, then okay.
Would you risk Dirk Pecksmeat on that?
Technology is my thing, so yeah.
So is looking. Looking is my thing, and you know how
Hey,
well
fighting's
that
my
works.
thing, and I died.
Yeah, but
You know, my
so
thing's
far-
having sex with women with multiple arms, and I'm doing great.
You've done that twice now.
he's even had coffee.
I guess the real question is, if you knock her up, does her baby have multiple arms?
There's
Probably
only
has
one way to find out.
multiple feet.
We'll be back in 9 months.
All right. So how many more times do I have to do this?
Many, actually. You don't even see like the rest of anything.
How long is this
Perception check.
fucking hallway, man? Jeez.
So right now you're in like a totally unlit tunnel that is at the end of the stairs that you just took.
How's another 23 do you?
Another 23 shows a trap that you don't recognize and aren't sure how it triggers. You just see in the about 2 feet up from the floor, in the walls, these sort of metal nozzles that point inward. You have no idea what they do or how they work.
So I point them out to Dirk, and I'm like, "How do you feel about taking that on?"
Well, first I'm going to investigate the nozzles.
Okay.
They are nozzle-like in design, and ooh, look at that.
So you just barely, like, you're leaning in to look, and you only catch the glimpsiest glimpse of
Glimpses.
like just before you would break it, the nozzles are in an infrared beam. So like you were like looking in and you notice right away what it is, and like stop yourself from doing that.
So I'm going to bring out a can of Axe Africa.
Uh-huh. So you spray.
Oh
Yes.
God, what is that smell?
So as Mythbusters has shown us.
Fuck you, this is superhero bullshit. Come on, let me have this.
No. I'm letting you have this. Just not in the way that you think. As Mythbusters has shown us, an aerosolant in the air does not actually provide enough reflective material for you to see a laser beam. However, it is enough to break a laser beam. So you spray aerosol in front of the infrared and trigger it, and you just hear whoosh whoosh in the night and like twang.
Whoosh whoosh in the night.
Yeah, it's very dark down here. You got a flashlight.
I can hear Aubrey from here.
Whoosh whoosh in the night. And Farrell, already way ahead of me. Yes, that triggers the trap, and it is triggered.
I did
Way to
it
piss it off.
totally in the way I was planning on doing it.
I mean, I could have triggered that for you too with 10-foot pole. Sorry, 8-foot pole.
But you didn't, did you, Sydney?
Well,
It is-
I was thinking
If you
you
could
would
just meet shield in front of us.
I'll meet shield behind us.
I don't mind mute shielding. That's not a problem.
Left foot, errant left foot. Then right foot.
So you travel further down the hallway, and what you see, without a perception check,
Sweet.
is that the hallway takes a right turn, and
Nice.
that there is a faint blue light that emanates from the other side of that turn and slightly emanate
What
basically
was-
around the corner is lit by a faint blue light.
What was the color of the Fulcrum cameras?
Pink.
Pink. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just walk around the corner.
All right. You walk around the corner and you hear. Hold on a second.
The sound of a bulldozer running towards you.
No, hold on a second.
A herd of goats.
The
Coming
sound
behind
of
us on the
17
stairs.
blind
A
men
herd of
walking
goats.
down the hallway.
Ken liked your plan so much that he went and he got a goat.
10 of them, in fact. And then they bred and had 10 more goats. And now there's 20.
Those goats grow up really fast.
Yeah. They're little baby kids.
Don't say kids for long.
Aww. Sexy little goats.
Ah, fuck! I can't believe I can't find this either.
Okay.
I'm guessing that's not actually goats coming down the hallway.
No, it's not. I was gonna find the sound effect in every video game for when turrets lock onto you. Beep, 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 beep. Sort of the sort of
Are you still there?
yeah, basically. You come around a corner.
Where did you go?
And briefly, before being shot, you see that this room is like the continuation of the service hallway, but with a door. Like it's meant to be a room here with a door on it.
Yeah.
And above the door is a blue light that is emanating this part. And above that, on either side, are incredibly makeshift, sort of almost Bioshock-esque turrets hanging down from the ceiling, which are pointed right at you.
How many?
2, just one on either side.
All right. Can I get closer?
You're being shot.
I would like to run closer.
All right, so you're moving closer while being shot.
Yes. Yes, I am.
All right. Now, what that means is that
With the intent to beat them, stupid.
I understand your intention. You're saying that you're going to move forward. Okay, first of all, I need you to roll initiative.
Against a mechanical machine?
Yes. Like, you know,
okay.
when we fought a robot earlier and it had an initiative?
Yeah, but that was like a thing. This is just
Yeah.
a gun, right?
This is like a thing, too.
Do you want us to roll as well?
If you ever want to do anything in this situation, then yes. If you don't, then you don't have to.
Yeah, baby, 3. That's what I need. It's what Daddy needs. Daddy needs a 3.
All right. So, because of the time it's taking you to get down this hallway, you've already healed from.
Yo,
your previous
is this a
round.
hazard?
No.
The fucking turret, mate.
Yeah, that's pretty hazardous.
That's pretty hazardous, yeah.
I would
You
say
don't
that's
have
a
to-
hazard.
It doesn't just protect you from anything that's dangerous, which is what hazardous means.
Yeah, it does. It
It means
says.
environmental hazards.
Henley, one day he's gonna let you have that hazard.
Listen, let me
Look.
read
You're
exactly
like, you know
what's
what?
written here.
This is an environmental effect.
Reroll a failed check against a hazard once. So, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
An environmental hazard.
No, it says reroll a failed check against a hazard once. That's all it says.
Right, but hazards are defined in the book as environmental
Cat
hazards.
has found the turret. I just want you guys to know.
Yes, the goat. These are the goats that will come to your rescue.
Go, goats, go.
The
The turret is part of the environment. Yeah.
so are villains. That doesn't count though.
You should have protection against them as well.
Anyway,
Reroll all the checks.
anyway,
Go ahead.
Aaron doesn't know anything's happening, so he would act first, but he can't.
Go get him.
But where's the
Yeah,
turrets fit
go
into
get 'em,
this
Tiger.
initiative? Did they
what?
go after me because they're turrets?
No, they're shooting you right now.
Sweet.
So I need you to make 2 dodge checks.
Sweet. I'm all about that shit. Here we go. Yeah!
Critical 1 and a 6.
Criticals don't mean shit, though, so...
Both hit. Well, it does mean that they so a critical 1 does mean, regardless of your score, that it still hits.
So what's my toughness at now?
You healed from the previous thing.
Yeah.
And you have a protection skill.
I do.
Which doesn't, hold on a second. Why is your character sheet not even open? Oh, because you haven't done anything yet this game.
I've done lots of stuff this game. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's fine. Click.
You haven't fixed up my powers though, so I don't even know what they do.
Not on the character sheet, no.
Oh, okay. You have like a GM page or whatever.
Yeah. Fuck. Wait, what?
Yeah,
Oh,
who
here we
knows? Who knows?
I have your protection skill, but I need to go refresh myself for how protection works exactly.
I thought it just adds to my toughness. I thought
Pretty
that's
sure
what
that
it
is
was.
how it works, but I'm double checking that there isn't anything else.
Yeah. And I get coffee. Yeah. How many holes? 34. It's like, oh man, that really sucks. And then I get shot again as I wake up slowly from getting shot.
All right, here we go. Protection shields you against damage, giving you +1 to your toughness defense per rank. So, okay.
17 ranks. Cool.
All right. So your protection right now is 15.
On
Your
top
total
of?
toughness.
On
No,
top
it's your
of?
total toughness right now.
Total
because
toughness.
you have a score of 12
Yeah.
and a base score of 3.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Um,
Pretty tank.
as you get peppered by these machine guns, so basically here's what happens. You come around the corner, the machine guns open fire, and the blood from your previous wounds like immediately turns into not the armor that you sometimes have, but like two big like almost like wings out in front of you that are shielding you from the bullets.
Yeah.
There are so many bullets coming out of these machine guns that several get through and wound you. Each attack hurts you, but not enough to cause a condition.
Okay.
You just get 2 injuries.
2 total injuries. Okay.
Yep.
All right. That's cool. So that was 2 -1 injuries, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, just checking.
Which effectively means that your toughness is now 13 instead of 15.
Okay.
Just to clarify how that works.
Okay.
Dirk, you technically have a round, and now you hear gunfire.
Okay.
And the
So I'm
the,
gonna
and the
look around
sound
the
of
corner.
the sound of bullets hitting wets just meat, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what it would sound
Bullets
like.
hitting meat.
It's like,
So I'm gonna like peek around the corner. Can I see a turret tracking Sydney?
2 turrets are tracking.
2 turrets. Okay. Hmm. So I'm gonna pull out that Atari thing I used last session.
oh yeah, that turns off all electronics.
Well, I'm gonna see if I can find a signal if there's something controlling these first.
So wait, what are you talking about?
You know, the thing that
So,
cuts off
is there a
all the
wireless signal
signals.
I can detect that is controlling these turrets, or are they completely autonomous?
You don't detect how are you detecting this again?
Okay.
Refresh my memory.
Remember that Atari thing? What was it called?
Yeah, the thing he uses to block the signal coming out of the
No, not
information.
the thing, because he doesn't have a thing to block.
I don't have that.
You mean like the oscilloscope? Like you're trying to...
No. It's the Atari portfolio. Remember, I was using it's a laptop. I just flavored it by being the.
All right, it's a laptop. Well,
Basically, I'm just trying to see if there's any wireless signals controlling these.
why would a laptop let you figure that out?
Well, because a laptop can tell if there's
Like a
wireless signals
Wi-Fi
in
hub
there.
to connect
I'm
you?
sure. Well, I can tell if there's wireless signals, and I'm sure I could use a program, a hastily written program, to see.
Signal detection requires tools, specific tools. You did previously say that you had such a tool, that you had a oscilloscope or whatever. I let you have it.
The oscilloscope is just a monitor. That
Yeah.
is all an oscilloscope is.
Well,
It's
it-
a readout.
Yeah.
I was using the Atari to find the things.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm not sure you necessarily have the ability to detect wireless signals. That's neither here nor there. There aren't any. Regardless of whether or not you can or can't. That is something we will breach at a later date, perhaps.
In that case, I'm going to pull out a bowling ball, which is in the
Sure.
shape of. Oh no, it's a see-through with the rose in it from.
Skull?
What's that fucking movie?
Mystery Man.
And I'm just
Wow.
going to hand it to Aaron.
Throw it
I mean,
at
I
these
finished his sentence of having a skull in it before he even got there.
All right, I have the ball.
things. I give to
Right.
I give to
Bowl
Aaron
it
a
at the
bunch of
things
space.
trying to kill Sydney.
Okay.
Okay. I'm helping. Also, there are bullets. I'm not going around that corner.
I don't like those either.
We did the stairs. We did the hard part. All you gotta do is get a strike.
The turrets are the hard part. I got this.
I'm dying! I'm dying!
Sydney's dead, lifeless body's been lying there.
You just get Robocopped off there.
And anyway, Sydney, it's your turn. You're being shot by bullets.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll on deep on this thing and try and beat the shit out of one of them.
With your fist?
He's gonna punch the bullet spewing machine.
Well, I mean, I asked if there was anything I could pick up, like a weapon or anything like that. If there was like, a
You've got the
pipe-
remnants of the 10-foot pole.
yeah, I'll beat the shit out of it with that.
it's
sounds
now
good.
a 7-inch pole.
All right, now you can definitely use
Demolition?
demolition
Yeah.
for your roll here.
Cool. All right. Doesn't matter which one. They're all the same to me. 22, motherfucker.
Yeah, you smash it. It is smashed. You see visible smashing upon it. It is still firing.
Wait, it's not dead?
No, it is not dead.
Okay. Is it still firing at me?
Yes.
Okay.
It has been visibly smashed though. It's dented, like an
I-
air tube is like broken away and spraying some sort of steam around, in the way that when a tube
Can I
gets
get?
knocked off it.
Can I move to be under it?
You are basically, it's taller than you.
And it's still firing down at me?
Yeah, it just points straight down. The other
Can
one's
I-
firing
can I-
across at you.
Can
Oh,
I?
they're on the roof.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were turrets.
I was wondering why you gave him a bowling ball.
Because I thought they were pole turrets. I thought that was the
You
whole
can still throw the bowling ball. He
They
has
are
the
turrets.
technology.
They're turrets that come out of the ceiling.
Okay, so I can't hide from these things in this hallway. Like I can't walk past them and be.
This
away
is a
from them.
box room, and no.
Okay. All right. Well, at least I'll turn around so they don't shoot the other guys in the hallway, right?
Well, you don't have to. They're still shooting you.
And that's what I'm saying. Like I'm pointing them away from the hallway.
Yeah, sure. Like
Cool.
they're only shooting you right now. You
Have
don't
at
go
it,
anywhere.
boys.
And by the way, they shoot you again. Give me 2 dodges.
2 dodges. Has a 9 and an 11, do you?
Both hit. You take 2 further injuries.
Even with toughness?
Yep. Their attack stays the same. Your toughness continues to go down.
But I fucking murderized one of them. Does he not get a worse attack?
No.
But I injured it, man.
Injuries only ever penalize toughness checks, unless you get them a condition.
Yeah, the condition is beat the fuck up.
So your toughness is now effectively 11.
Yeah. Okay. Can okay. Just quickly, just out of curiosity, I'm being shot by this thing. Does my blood not do anything?
Yeah, it's making the big wings that are protecting you right now.
Okay, so it's not also like trying to attack these things.
It might. So far, like the injuries that you have sustained personally are superficial.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
mounting.
Also, do I gain a health back for that turn?
No.
But
You
next turn I
regenerate every
will.
3 turns.
I thought it was every second turn. So,
Right, but they'll have 3 turns before you attack again. Like, so it's on your turn that you regenerate. So it'll happen next time you have a turn, but not this time.
Okay, so
Anyway.
I'll regenerate before they attack then, basically is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
And we'll make sure that this is more specification next episode when we introduce sci-fi and roll his powers and we talk about everybody's powers and the rules and how we like them so far.
Sweet.
We'll get into more specifics about where everyone's at, because as we've evolved powers going forward, we've always been like, and after the episode, we will talk about specifically how your power increases because of the math and stuff. And then nobody we never talk again until the next episode. So there's definitely
Nightmare's been busy collecting goats to throw down.
yes. And
A hobby of mine.
and Peachy, I understand that you have a boyfriend that you spend most of your time with.
Woo!
I believe his name is what? Sheepdog?
Got him.
You know, when you say that to a bisexual man, it doesn't really affect
It's
them.
not actually a problem even a little bit.
Dear Sheepdog Gaming, how do I get more goats to fit down the stairway?
I'm glad that's caught on. I really am. I really am.
They do
If
it
it
in
was
all
actually offensive for me to say that if I thought it would actually hurt his feelings to say he had a boyfriend, I wouldn't say it.
Don't
I wouldn't say that.
don't
It would be-
backpedal. Don't backpedal.
I'm
Don't
not
do that.
backpedaling. I'm explaining to Kelsa that it's a joke. If it wasn't a joke, I
Don't
wouldn't tell.
backpedal. Anyway,
I'm not backpedaling.
continue to GM.
It's fine.
Can I smash with this bowling ball?
Yeah.
Can I teamwork the shit out of him while he smashes with a bowling ball?
yeah.
Do you not want to change his tool now that you realize they're both on the ceiling?
He can throw a bowling ball. He has.
I think it's
strength.
fine.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, that's
I,
fine.
mean, I still like the idea of him throwing bowling balls at turrets.
Okay, yeah, that's
Bowling
fine.
ball's pretty fucking hefty.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming, since I've done it multiple times, I know the basic amount of room I need to transform and still be able to move.
Yep.
Do I have that room?
And throw overhand.
I'm not throwing.
Oh, you're not throwing.
He's gonna run up and just beat it with the bowling ball.
Well,
he puts
if you
his-
move into the space that Dave is in, you definitely have enough room. I thought you were throwing from the hallway, which is
I
small.
like the idea that you put your fingers in the bowling ball and then you Hulk out and then you become the bowling ball. And it's
Oh, I was grabbing it like you would
Right.
like a rock. You just,
Yeah. All right. So, all right. First of all, Hulk out.
yeah. So.
All
So
right. Now, I will count this as an improvised weapon.
I mean, it's
So,
a bowling ball.
name
which
one
is an
crime
improvised
that's ever
weapon.
happened with a bowling ball.
All right. Roll an attack.
Ah,
Yeah, boy.
All right. All right.
It's your
all
boy.
right.
Chef
I
Boyardee.
targeted the one closest to.
Why don't you beat the one that I beat already?
That's I'm the one that you're right next to. That's what I'm being smashed.
All right. So, I want to be perfectly clear about something here.
Okay.
You run up to smash the turret, and the bowling ball disintegrates in your hand. We see like the rubble falls at your feet and like wobbles around like a
Fish.
tire hubcap,
Mm-hmm.
and the camera zooms in and there's like a sticker on it and it says recreation movie prop not for bowling. And it is just disintegrated on the ground. However, like your hand just passes through the disintegration, and like tears the turret. It's the same turret that Dave hit out of its like mounting, and it clatters to the ground,
Who's
essentially
Dave?
dead.
I wouldn't even dispute that. 100%. That is a movie prop.
Right?
That's a strike.
Wow. 3 strikes and you're out. I would have said that. That would have been much better.
That's baseball.
I know. That's the joke. I'm glad you caught up.
I mean, the rules have absolutely nothing to do with me calling you out on how you described that bowling ball. That's just me being amazing. Anyway,
hang on, wreckage. All right, let me help you out there. Yeah, is that good?
Anyway, so that's Aaron's turn. Dirk, did you want to do anything?
Yes, I do.
Especially upon the realization that you gave him a propped bowling ball that's now destroyed, by the way. You don't have another one.
You can always
I
take
mean,
the skull.
Yeah,
I mean,
I doubt I have another one. But I definitely have a Nerf gun with the suckers on the end of the little. So I would like to shoot on whatever is
You
like
have a real
the
gun.
infrared beam, the eye of the turret that is tracking.
Oh
Sydney.
shit, that's dope.
I want to shoot the sucker on the eye
So
and
it
try
shoots-
and so it can't see anymore.
I need you to make then a totally separate perception check to see if you can identify what is the targeting mechanism, basically.
Bam.
No.
Hero point.
I wouldn't here. I'm gonna throw you a bone, and as cool as it is to Nerf gun the camera eye, you like there isn't one on the turret for sure, and you're not sure where it is. So like you don't.
Is there any cover in this open space at all?
Not at all. If you move into that room to like participate with them, you might be a valid target for the turret.
I do not wish to be a valid target.
I'm pretty good cover.
It seems like they're handling things. They've already destroyed one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe you just wait this one out.
I am ready to assist my friends
Do you want to try and find the weak point?
from... Oh, I forgot I've got that. Oh my god, I'm an idiot.
Yep.
Yes, I would like to find the...
The weak point is the the motion sensing ability on the turret that you
what is
didn't
it?
see before.
Enhanced trait awareness. Is that a plus 10?
Yeah. So you add 10 to your awareness and then roll your insight ability.
27.
Yeah, girl.
You immediately figure out that the weak point of the turret, it's actually one giant mechanism, and the weakest point is the blue light, which is the camera.
That's what he fucking wanted to shoot the Nerf. Anyway.
No, he didn't say I want to shoot the Nerf gun at the blue light. He said I want to shoot it at where the camera is, and then he made a perception check, failed. Then he looked for the weak point, and then he does a totally different thing, which is then he found it.
Yeah, and I'll shout over to the other. The blue light! Hit the blue light! From behind the corner.
Okay. We go to the top of the turn order, and the turret shoots Dave again. Dave, give me a dodge.
Check it out. I'm dodging. Has a 6.
You take another injury.
Sweet.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Wait, what?
You've been told to go for a blue light.
Can I Can I use the husk of the old turret as an improvised weapon?
Yes.
I wish to do that. And I
Okay.
wish to go for the camera.
I
Okay.
beat your friends with this friend.
Oh no.
You destroy the blue light, and with the blue light destroyed, you get that very sci-fi like, oh, as the other turret just sort of like falls limp.
Lights out.
So yeah, when that happens, I just sort of like fall onto my face, I guess, and I'm just like,
But
oh, like covered in bullet holes and shit, and like this is blood everywhere.
here's an excellent time to find out that they're not bullets.
What are they? Rubber balls?
They're ball bearings.
Oh, that's worse.
Yeah, you've been like you didn't realize at first because it was all chaos and stuff, but now like the floor is littered with ball bearings, and there are like dents in the wall where they've just like embedded or exploded.
I've got a hole in my arm, like I just sort of like maybe I just sort of like lie on my stomach for a bit, and then like I sort of stand up, and maybe because I've like how fucked up I've gotten, like it's just like this is blood like saturated my clothing, and I'm just peppered with holes, and I'm just sort of like, even if like the shield goes up, I imagine it's still fucking really messy. Like it's not like when the bullets go through the blood, it like reforms the hole, but the blood just like gets onto me, even if like, I'm just like the whole front of me is just like basically head to toe in blood, and maybe I sort of like wait a couple of minutes, and then I feel a bit better to move around, and maybe the wounds are still healing, and I sort of just walk over to Dirk, and I'm like, Dirk, you got any water?
I hand you a carton of Ribena.
I was like, no, I want to wash my face, Dirk.
It's got riboflavin.
I just sort of look at him, and I'm just like,
Behind you guys, you hear a mechanical click as the door that those turrets were guarding swings outward, and this room is bathed in red light from the preceding door.
I like crack my neck, and I'm just like, oh fuck. I just sort of like make my way over. How many injuries do you think I could have healed in that time, Wreckage?
It's been one turn, so you heal one injury.
Great. Can I wait longer?
Are you? Like
Yes.
the door has clicked open and a red light has bathed in. Aaron, what are you doing?
I have the turret husk in my one hand.
Yeah.
Can I try to pull the other one out of the wall? Out of the ceiling?
You don't have the dual wielding advantage.
I just wanted to rip it out so I can't.
can. Yeah, no, you do.
back on. So
It cannot resist at this point, so you rip it out.
I like this one. This one's in better condition, so I'm gonna use this one.
Okay.
Sydney's
fair
in the
enough.
worst game of Crossfire ever. You
So,
get caught up in the crossfire.
There's another, like, lit by like a red emergency light. There's another room on the other side of this door that has just exposed itself. It seems to have like an electric box and like plumbing. Like it's more public access stuff, and another door. There's like a big unmarked, sort of in a cage. Maybe it holds propane or something. But like it doesn't look like it's been touched. It looks rusted over and like disused. So it doesn't look like a further trap. Is the point?
Yeah, I just sort of like, maybe I put my hand on you, Aaron, and it's like bloody and stuff. I'm just like, just give me a moment. Just a little longer.
So you're gonna wait to heal?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
What's the
to hear.
status of my tutu?
It's fine. Oh, it's destroyed because you poked out.
Man, can I at least keep the fiddly little skirt?
A tutu is nothing but a fiddly little
Oh,
skirt.
I was thinking I'm like full on like
Not
gymnastics.
that I'm an expert on tutus or anything.
I
Just-
mean,
I like
No,
the idea that
full
you.
on pink ensemble.
No, it sits there on the ground like destroyed. It snapped in like one part, so it fell as like a whole
I want to take it and like wrap it, like try to wrap it around like one finger as I grip the.
Yeah, no, you can have a 2-2 brass knuckle in your one hand.
A 2-2 knuckle? Yeah, shit.
Is that an improvised weapon?
No. If anything, it cushions the blow.
So I have a turret in one hand and a brass knuckle 2-2 in the other.
Yep. So you're waiting to heal. Fine.
I mean, yeah. Unless the
I'm
door.
gonna look into that while he's chilling. I'm just gonna look into that room.
It takes several minutes for you to heal. Do you look in or pass into?
Well, I'm gonna look in, check there's nothing like turrety in there, but then I'm gonna go in if there is.
Okay.
Nothing in there.
There's nothing turrety in there.
And by turrety, I mean hazardous to my health.
Oh, you want to
mean,
roll a hazard
perception.
check? I'm sorry,
Yes.
you can't do
okay,
that.
thank you.
All right, perception. Go ahead. 22. You 22 if it's a crit. Okay, here's what it is. Here's what I'm going to give you. You don't see what's dangerous in this room.
You
But
smell
you
it.
know there must be something dangerous in this room.
There's like a beeping going off somewhere.
Maybe, but you just don't know what this room is
Like, in your
inherently.
head, you're like, if I was a game developer, this is what I'd put as a trap.
Yeah, this room would be like like the turrets. You thought maybe that would be like the final room as a game developer, but you see this room as
Yeah,
was
on
just
the
a
on the
mini boss.
wall, there's
this is
just
definitely another room.
on the wall. It's just there's just a painted word, and it says overthinking.
No,
Yeah.
it's just I memorized exploding runes this morning, obviously.
Your mic is killing us.
Yeah, slowly.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, Kelsa. I'm so sorry. Your face never looks sadder than when you have mic troubles. I don't think it's
a pro as well. I am.
Gets a crit. You have an idea that there might be something bad in this room.
Okay, so as I go to step in, I'm like, no, this is bad. I'm gonna like grab some of the scrap metal from the exploded
uh-huh.
turrets.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna scatter it in the room and
Nothing happens.
step away from the room.
Nothing happens.
I'm gonna pat Aaron on the back.
Uh-huh.
I feel this room would be to me what stairs are to you.
Bad news.
Bad news.
Now,
You stop
I'm
being
not-
so straight faced with these jokes. It's killing me.
now, if I remember your video games right, you shoot the propane tanks, it blows everything up, right?
Are there propane tanks in there?
Yeah.
It looks like it might have been storage for that, but it's empty.
This
wrong.
empty room. Empty ominous room.
Red light.
Green light.
What do you do in your video games at this situation?
I run in and
No,
figure out
you-
what it is and respawn.
I
Yeah,
save
quick
scum
save.
my way into the room.
I F5 several times.
F5.
It's quick save.
Oh.
How am I doing? My injuries all healed now?
No, it takes minutes. This conversation does not.
All right. So I have another idea.
Okay.
Remember the goats I was talking about?
We don't have any goats, Aaron. We're
Why?
fixated on the goats.
It worked for them in the movie.
I have not seen this movie. I have seen a lot of strange movies.
I was in it. You didn't see me?
You were in a movie?
I was dressed as the goat.
I saw that infomercial where you couldn't open the milk.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Was that goat's milk?
Yeah. Yes, it was goat's milk. That was before the wrestling thing really took off. I needed money. No new man.
I thought I totally believed that you did not know how to open milk. However, knowing you, that is actually the case.
No, those childproof locks are tricky. Okay.
They can be tricky.
It
Guys,
doesn't have childproof locks.
guys. I'm like sitting on the room, just sitting in the corner, just like covered in
Like-
blood. And I'm just like, guys, Shut up. Just quiet time, please. just
Turn away from this dying man.
yeah, I'm just like covered in blood and
It'll be a few minutes.
I like
Now
did the
you
thing
want
where I
us to be the
leaned against the
hero.
wall and slid down, so there's like a big blood stain on the wall now. And I'm just,
Sydney-shaped stain.
yeah, it's like
Where's Mary?
She always disappears when there's trouble.
actually,
She's good.
Mary, where are you? Are you
Getting
here?
shot hurts.
Mary. Do you think she's in the doorway or something?
She'll show up when she's hungry. She's like a cat, right?
Yeah, like
I
you,
like cats.
you like pull out a can and you open it and she like appears.
Now, what I'm going to need for you to do is to walk in the room and find out what's going to kill us.
Okay.
You see this giant hole scar in my chest?
I'm sorry, what? I say it from the corner.
Just in you go.
You're going to hurt yourself.
In you go.
If you didn't stretch, you're going to get a cramp. I'm not going to carry you back. All right, Sydney, you
Yeah.
stay there. You
Okay.
try to keep your blood inside this time.
Yeah. Working on it.
Squidgy mess on the floor.
Yeah, I'm just like fucking. Yeah,
All right, can I take this door off the hinge?
No.
and walk in with it as a shield.
Yes. Damn. All right, then I'm gonna take my turret and I'm gonna like try to use it as a 10-foot pole.
Okay. Yeah. No. Do you pass into the room?
Yeah, wait. Can I fit through the doorway? Is the most important question.
Yes.
Okay.
If if you try, basically. Yeah. It's sort of like crouch and shoulder through and then head, and then you're in this space. Nothing happens.
All right. That's what, Dirk. What do you do in your video games now?
Cheat code.
No
Cheat
clip.
code? Can you do that?
There's a door on the opposite wall. It's a different color than this door.
Oh god, if you actually get no clip powers, Dirk, that's gonna be great.
I think I kind of do, but we have to mechanically write that out. I think I could kind of no clip.
Your no clip is just walking.
You know
through
you
the
have
door.
gaseous form, which allows you to pass through any non-airtight gap.
Yeah, smug ups.
All right, you do still have that power. Like, don't worry about it. Just you can do it, even though we haven't statted it out yet.
So, but I'm still regular Hulk form, so I'm just walking through. And so I have my shirt like this and my tutu. Just walking. Is there a handle on this door as I walk up to it?
No, it's like a it's got a big wheel on it. It's it's like a hatch, sort of. It's like a like on a ship.
So yeah,
Hefty, loosey, righty, tighty.
if everyone's walked into that room wreckage, I'm gonna follow them in.
I'm
I don't-
not going inside that fucking room.
Dirk is not in that room.
All right, I'll go into the
So
room.
I'm gonna try to put like my pinky finger in the spoke and just like.
All right, it does start going. Sydney, do you go into the room?
Yeah, I go into the room. I'm just sort of like dragging myself in there, basically. I'm walking around, but I'm just basically.
Peachy, are you leaning your head into the room at all? Like peeking? You describe yourself as peeking. You're muted. You're muted. Still muted.
I am still muted. No, I am not. Like, there is not part of me that is in that room.
All right, that's great
I
news
rolled
because the
22
door
on.
slammed shut.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, Dirk.
I turn on my headlamp.
Oh dear.
No, there's still a red light. Like the red light comes from here. Actually, Dirk is in pitch black.
Hello.
That's when the room starts to fill with gas behind us.
Dirk, just isn't funny.
Hello.
I mean, like you got to go and spoil it. your characters have to make will checks and then fortitude checks.
Is this a hazard check, Wreckage?
This is a hazard check. Once per session, you can re-roll a hazard, but you can't re-roll the will check. So first, there's a will check. Both of you make a will check.
I am so willful.
Has a 10, do you, brah?
Neither of you notice what's happening. Both of you may now make a fortitude check.
I got this.
Alright's fine. And you are fine for now.
For now. Now, Wreckage,
Yep.
Mr. Wreckage of the GM variety. I am a firefighter. If there is gasoline or any sort of gas coming into this room,
Yep.
I think I would know.
So, carbon dioxide has a rotten egg odorant added to it, so that it can be smelled in homes, and it's the smell that they tell you to check for. If you smell rotten eggs, call your local gas and whatever.
Okay.
This is completely odorless, so you have no advantage here because this isn't properly odorated.
All right. Perception check then.
No, the will check is what you're making to notice that something's happening.
What the
But
fuck? Okay.
the door is just slammed shut, and you both have an action.
How big is the doorway that we just came through compared to the new door?
They're both similar in size. Also, his little hatch thing is spinning as he spins it. Like, it's not spinning.
Which door has the hatch?
The one that you're going to, not the one that you came from.
All right. So if I want to try and open the door that we just came from, what do I have to do?
It doesn't have a handle. It doesn't have any seams. Like, you would have to bash it down with your shoulder or something.
All right. I turn to Aaron, and I'm like,
Squeaky, 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 squeaky.
Aaron, we need to do something. This is not normal.
What? Well, being locked in a room? Yeah, I don't like it.
Squeaky, 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 squeaky.
And it was like, yeah. Can I make a perception check to see why we would be locked in this room?
What do you mean?
Like this door closed by itself,
Yeah, it's a trap.
but how?
The door had you could see this coming in when he tried to dislodge the door. It was like it was sort of like a bank vault door with the hinges that are inlaid into the wall. So it closed itself is the point.
Right. Is there any wires going in and out?
No, it would be in the wall.
All right. Is there anything loose in this room?
There is the rusty cage that is in here that like houses public service supplies.
What's in there?
Some old empty like tanks. It's just like junk right now. It is random junk, basically.
All right, but it's a tank, right? It's like a big tank that I can swing around and hit things with.
Yeah, sure. It's pretty hefty. Like, you're not going to swing it around with any finesse.
Well, I don't need finesse when I'm trying to break down a wall to get at a cable.
It's a concrete wall, so sure, you can try.
Yeah, I also have destruction, so...
That does not mean much against a concrete wall.
Well, I guess I use my powers of understanding, and I try and
Like,
perceive
not for
a
nothing,
guess.
but there is someone in the room with you whose power set is more acclimated to the goal that you're trying to achieve. So don't complain to me because someone without any strength boost is trying to destroy concrete.
Well, I'm trying to... You won't let me roll a perception check, so I'm trying to do something.
No, I'm not letting you roll a perception check.
All right, I want to
You can
find
see everything
something
in the room.
I want to... I'm looking for vents. Ventilation.
You don't know that you're being gassed. So that's metagaming now. There's a will check though after you take your turn to find out that you're being gassed.
Okay, fine. I do nothing. I heal.
Oh, okay, you do heal. Actually, at this point, you're only down to -1 injury because you waited so long.
Good.
So, what do you do on your turn, Aaron? Right?
I'm just trying to trying to spin, trying to open this door.
Okay. Will resistances from both of you, and then a fortitude resistance from both of you.
Fucking 21, dude.
Wow, that's great. That's my
And
second one
my
of the night.
fortitude.
That is not good. Oh. Okay.
I know.
Oh wait,
0
you can
points.
reroll. Okay, so this is excellent news because Sydney, you realize you're being gassed with carbon monoxide exactly as
yeah.
Aaron Wright passes out.
Ugh.
You get to reroll 1 hazard check per session. So reroll that critical 1.
Okay.
Holy shit! So
What?
this session ends with both Sydney Joshua and Aaron Wright unconscious in a room.
Okay, well,
Is my mic better so I can comment on that? How bad you guys are at role playing games with those nat ones?
3 natural ones in a row. I want to specify that only a natural 1 for either of them would have caused immediate unconsciousness. He re-rolled! We've been talking about this the whole episode. You get to re-roll hazard checks. Re-roll for another natural 1.
well, thanks for playing, guys. I guess we'll do some shout-outs now. So, you know, a game about superheroes and we get stuck doing a fucking dungeon crawl. So, yeah.
Let me point you to the episode where you're like, please, let's have villains with layers and stuff.
Yeah, well, you know, yeah, anyway. Let's go.
I wanted to be safe and not die in this villain's lair.
Well, who would have thought? Anyway, I invented a
3
gas that
critical
is...
ones.
Anyway, I'm not sure how he managed to get a hold of gas that doesn't have that smell to it, but okay. So Dirk Pecksmeat, Mr. Peachy Pixelate, why don't you tell us about your booty?
My booty is... They call me Peachy for a reason. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Because it's
saying?
like 2 sausages fighting in a bun.
I'm Peachy Pixelate. You can find me on Twitch, Peachy Pixelate, Twitter, Peachy Pixelate, YouTube, Peachy Pixelate Tube. That's the number 8, not the letter 8, and I'm not salty. I'm not salty.
And the
whatsoever.
the tube is spelled Tube. You are salty about that.
Follow me on things for there's different content on my YouTube and Twitch. There's completely different content I create for
I
each
believe
separate
that.
thing, so whatever tickles your fancy.
Tickle, tickle. Speaking about tickling fancy, let's go on over to Mr. Shades himself. Nightmare, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Aaron's not. Hello, everyone. I'm twitch.tv/nightmare. You can follow me on Twitch here as Nightmare. Or follow me on Twitter at nightmare.tv. I rarely post on there. Anyways, tomorrow I will be playing Heavy Metal Machines, and I have beta codes for giveaways. So if you guys want in on that, come by, swing up. I'll probably be starting that around 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, an hour later than Die Party starts. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing it.
So
I saw it at Twitch. Looked awesome.
Are you throwing away the zombie month?
No, I'll do Zombie Month probably beforehand. The Heavy Metal Machines will start at 6.
So it only
if I start
it
before
counts it counts if you play at least one zombie game a day.
A day. So it's any zombie game, this Zombie Month thing.
Yep.
Do you
I haven't
count the
played
new Brawl mode on Overwatch?
Haven't yet.
I don't
Haven't
even know
checked
what
it out.
that is.
But it's
Obviously,
the zombie game
you need
mode.
to play.
Try to sell this to me.
There's zombie robots, though. Does that count?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I mean, Roadhog makes an appearance as a literal zombie. So at the
I
very
mean, that's
least,
true.
that counts.
I'm sorry, I've
And-
already played Team Fortress 2.
And if you look at that art of Dr. Junkenstein hanging off a roadhog. I'm just saying, supports my ship.
Okay.
As Henry mentioned, all this month, at least every day, I'm playing at least one zombie game because I can't do horror games because I'm a little baby girl.
What if I told you that there are horror games with zombies in it? Would you do that then?
It'd take a lot of convincing.
There are very true, really good horror games, to be honest. There's quite a lot of psychological horror games, in your head, but there's very few like I'm actually scared walking through this space.
Oh yeah, I was watching my friend play Layers of Fear. Nope, that's not one of them I'm playing.
Oh my god, Layers of Fear is a great game. Oh, made in Unity. Can you believe it?
He walked into a room. There was a baby doll on the table. It disappeared. Dozens of them appeared in the sky. They all laughed at him. They fell, and he passed out.
Like in real life, or like?
No, in game he passed out, and then I passed out in real life.
Whoa! So Henley, someone has gifted you giving me a hand job.
Get it right now.
Perfect.
I even reach into your screen and just like,
I like how I cry a little bit. Look at you.
Isn't that how it always goes?
Yeah, pretty much. Tears are the best lubrication. Who are we outroing next?
All right. Speaking about hand jobs, let's go over to Kelso, who spent the entire game literally getting multiple hand jobs.
I need more hands to come on screen for this.
Yeah,
It'd be pretty great.
It's too bad your partner's not around to just like.
I know. She's off doing skating things. Hi, I'm Kelsa. I do things on the internet like play role-playing games. I will be in 7 this week alone, so I might be crazy. Follow me on Twitter at Kelsa if you want to know how to find those things. I always tweet about them when I'm going live. Or you can also follow me here on Twitch, twitch.tv/KelsaDelphi, because I always host when I'm on people's channels. And occasionally I stream Overwatch because that's pretty cool, right?
You're 4 hours late. Well, like, that's the same time every night.
You start crying at the same time every night? What?
No, apparently the last time he walked in, I was also crying. It's just happenstance.
Oh, yeah, it happens.
It has nothing to do with me feeling torture for running games for you. In no way am I hooked up at the nipples to a car battery that revs every time.
It's the only way that you can power your computer. We made sure of that when we bought it to you.
Right, yeah, totally.
Oh god, they rolled another one.
How I Learned to Love the Bomb by Wreckage. Speaking about Wreckage, let's talk to him for a moment.
Hi,
How
I'm
you doing,
Dr.
sir?
Wreckage. You can follow me on Twitter at Dr. Wreckage, spelled exactly like it is underneath the title Game Master there, because Dave is an excellent producer and knows how to support his supporters. What an episode.
Yeah.
Triple critical ones. The only result that could have conceivably knocked out all 2 players in the room.
I want to see what the blood does, to be honest with you. I'm interested in that.
That's a very interesting question. Next week, we will be coming in. I guess we'll have to decide if we're going to resolve what's happening or introduce new characters and talk about mechanics first. I
like the idea of Sci-Fi's character being related to Hannah. And
I like the
thinking
idea of
of
Sci-Fi
his-
Ex Machina who just burst through the door.
Either one of
Kool-Aid Man. Kool-Aid
Yeah.
Man comes in to save the day. Oh yeah.
And then my blood animal inside of me is feasting on the unconscious corpse of Aaron. So
Maybe.
That got dark.
Wow. I mean, if either of you want to change characters, this could be lethal. So yeah, what a thing, triple critical ones. I think there were quite a lot of things that happened in this episode that probably would have made excellent titles. But 3 critical ones in a row is probably an excellent title. actually.
No, I'm gonna call it Skull Kitties. So you know.
Silent but deadly.
Actually, that's not bad.
Yeah, no, Silent but Deadly is
Goat,
pretty good.
goats on the stairs.
Nah.
The men who stare at goats.
Anyways, let's talk about Die Party for
The
a second.
men who wish for goats.
Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure you hit that follow button on Twitch. If you're watching archives later, be sure to hit the, I think it's subscribe on both YouTube and SoundCloud. Pretty sure. So thanks. No, it's follow on SoundCloud. What am I saying? So thanks everyone. Let's talk about Die Party for a second. So we have 4 active games. It's about to become 3 active games of Die Party at the moment. So up first we have Cyberpunk 2020, aka Night City, on Monday nights at 5 p.m. PST. That's a pretty cool game. It's like if the 80s was the future and everyone was like CRTs and terrible internet, then that's basically what that is. So it's super good. A lot of fun. And our last episode for the season will be next week for that, and then we'll be starting a new season of that come November 7th. Maybe we'll do some one-shots in between then and there. But Tuesdays we have Die Party Carrion Company, which is a custom tabletop role-playing game. It's like a baby of Dungeon World and Stars Without Number. It's a really fun game. It's like Mountain Blade, basically, the role-playing game, and that's a lot of fun. Next we have Die Party Iron Saddle, which is the game that it will be ending. We just need to finally get around to doing it. I've been sick every time that we try and play that game. So yeah, it's that game is ending because I literally just cannot GM 2 games a week. So we'll be replacing it with another game pretty soon. And then we have Die Party Fulcrum, which is Thursdays 5 p.m. PST, which is this game. It is a Mutants and Masterminds system, and as mentioned just before, all the powers are randomly rolled. So it's a lot of fun. We'll have to see how we go with these characters, whether or not they will die. I doubt they will, but we'll see how we go.
I mean, at this point, it's a decision. If either of our player characters wanted to do a new character for any reason, that would be the reason. Or this would be an opportunity to do so. Otherwise, we will come up at this event and see if they get saved. They might still die, even if they don't want to. But that's very unlikely given the circumstances. With not the entire party having fallen into the trap, it'll probably be resolved.
Yeah. And to make your life even better, Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Central Eastern Standard Time, we have Board Games with Bitter Bros. I don't know what we'll be playing next week, but this week we played
Board Games with Bitter Bros.
Yeah, we played Sheriff of Nottingham, which was literally just cock jokes the board game.
I'm trying to get Battlestar for the next one. But...
Yeah.
Have you guys done Secret Hitler yet?
No. See, we like to invite people. We like to have a guest every show, so...
Please tell me when you're playing Secret Hitler.
I want to play Secret Hitler so bad.
I would like to also...
I will rob my neighbor for the $20 that I need to get the
That game is
simulator.
not $20.
That's
That's
premeditation.
Wow. I think it's on sale right now, actually.
That game is constantly on fucking sale. So.
Like literally, I think
I'll
it's
check right now. I'll check right now.
Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. We out of here. And remember, if it smells like gas and it feels like gas, it's probably a horse. Good night.
1999 Tabletop Simulator.
Hold on. I